VALORANT กำลังจะเริ่มแล้ว VALORANT
They don't shy away from any sort of challenge.
T1, no one expected them to be here, the second seed from Pacific. But they've been on a revenge tour, taking down EMEA's super team, and now another revenge match ahead of them. A chance to deny EDG's back-to-back trophy opportunity.
It's the salty run back we've all been waiting for. T1 gets an opportunity to get revenge on EDG, and let's see how the chips fall as these players, you know that they're feeling the pressure, the anticipation, and most importantly, the electricity in the UOB Live.
Both of these teams have a very similar map pool, and both of them permaban Abyss. In the last series, EDG floated the map, T1 banned it, and I think it put EDG at an advantage here. I'd like to see both teams float Abyss to the end, but T1 go back to banning it.
Yeah, not the case, but you are completely correct in that they have very similar map pools themselves, and EDG selecting Bind as their first opening map, and I believe they ended up losing this to T1.
EDG หรือใครดีอารอนไม่มานี่คือแบบเหงาจัดเดี๋ยวเพื่อ Best of Fight ก็ มีคู่เดียวก็ตึงๆไปเลยเพื่อน 3-2 ไปใครก็ได้ รอบนี้มันแปซิฟิกอะไอ้จีนมันก็นับแหละพี่ใหญ่จีนเราเป็นบ้านพี่เมืองน้องกันอยากเอาภาพขึ้นนะแต่แบบขอทางไหนขอไม่น่าได้โดนแน่ๆ EDG แบนโลตัสไปแล้ว T1 แบน Abyss เดี๋ยว T1 แบน Abyss EDG เลือก by T1 Haven EDG Fracture T1 Split แล้วก็แมปสุดท้ายเป็น Pearl ใครก็ได้ครับไม่ต้องไหนดีวะ นี่แล้วกันตรงกลางนี่แหละกลางแล้วนะชิวันก็เปิดเสียงคอหน่อยๆมันไม่น่าเป็นไรมั้ง
Everyone in this venue is hyped for this one, and it's the last hope for both China and Pacific. Over to your casters. Here's once again Pansy and Ender.
Thank you so much, GB and the desk. And I want to start this off by kind of prefacing this with the notion of power residing where men believe it resides.
EDG Xbox Gaming มาแล้วอะไรนะไม่ชนะเลยเหรอมาแล้วเราดูช้ามากเลยเนี่ยเนี่ยโอ้โหทีวันเมเทโอเอ็ดเช็ดเคโอ้เอ็ดไปเลยก็ทีวันมันคราวที่แล้วก็มาดีช่วงต้นแล้วก็แผ่วถ้าทีวันตื่นมันก็ชนะหมดอะก็ทีมใครตื่นก็ชนะเมเทโอลั่นจัดเลยเช้าเฮ้ยเพื่อนเฮ้ยจะเอาเอ็ดสองป่ะเนี่ยโอ้สแต็กบอกใจะเย็นเพื่อนเอ้ยสแต็กสองเกสอง2ราว8คิวไปแล้วอันติใกล้แล้วป่ะเนี่ยEDG ไม่น่าได้โบนัสเราแล้วปะทำไอ้นี่ด้วยดีกว่าทำได้แบบว่าวะอย่าเราจบเกมแรกก่อนเดียวเอ้า EDG ทำไมเดินเข้ามางั้นน่ะถ้าได้อีกตัวหนึ่งนี่ได้เปรียบเลยนะโลด้วยโอ้โหสโมกี้วางไปแล้วเฮ้ยไม่เทโอไม่โดนจิตสัมผัสเมื่อกี้ถ้าทะลุนี่จบเลยนะโอ้โหตัดปืนข้างๆมาแล้วเฮ้ยตัดปืนโอ้ทันเปล่าวะแต่ก็ไปเลยก็ได้อุ้ยทันด้วยได้ราวโบนัสแต่ไปวางปิดชนะได้ไงวะ EDG เนี่ยเอาให้มันกว้างกว่านี้หน่อยเดี๋ยวให้มันเห็นหมด no this เดี๋ยวเท่าไหร่สัก450ไป EDG อ๋อไอ้นี่ทำเอาทำเอาจื้มตรงนี้2อันเป็นแบบให้เห็นมาต้องแบบอยากให้เห็นเพื่อนขึ้นหน้าคนมาจะได้ตั้งค่าถูกไอ้ที่อย่างเงี้ยไม่ขึ้นต้องจะขึ้นเฉพาะไอ้นี่นี่หว่าแล้วก็เหมือนเดิมไป650เหมือนเดิมต้องไม่โดนเอ้ยเอ้าเมเทโอกำลังจะพูดเลยต้องไม่โดน Eco ตัวใหม่จบนี่ต้องเนิร์ฟนะอุ้ยอิซุต้องไม่โดน Eco เรียบร้อยไม่โดนแล้ว40 40ไปแล้ว เปิดเสียงเลยได้ป่ะ
Again, it feels very surprising to be saying these things. We're so used to seeing EDG in high peak form right now. Lovely attempt there with the jump spot coming in as well, just kind of adding layers to it. So they're going to show that the operator is in play. Initially was posted towards that B site, now obviously free to rotate.
Seems like EDG want to play some of these slower rounds. It's looked like Chichu and Simon have been sort of hand-holding on opposite sides of the map. Last few rounds they've been playing B long, now working into showers, considering maybe embed or whatnot. But even when they found the early picks, it's not like they're relying on lurks and late-round teleports to come into a site. They've reset into B splits pretty
อัน
freely.
นี้แล้วกัน
And that's kind of a reset on the timer of is someone here. Okay, Prowl is connected. We've also got pressure up long. That's at least 2 players you could maybe extrapolate. You're going to know Kung Kung now as well. This feels very indicative of it being this B site hit.
It's hard to exec here though because there's a
ทำไมเขาเข้าทำแต่บี
Molly again towards lung. This time they beat it though.
เอ้ยโอ้อันติเยอะมาก ได้เอ้ยสแต็ก สแต็กเพื่อนโอ้เก็บ3แล้วสแต็กโอ้แย่แล้ว50
in response to these B side execs.
ทำอย่างนี้ได้ไหมถ้าเราแอดอีกอันหนึ่งมาเป็น
Coming in with the utility, the knife, then just playing in backside cleanly like this.
And getting these 1v1 fights is incredibly surprising. I was expecting that swing a little bit quicker coming out here as well. I know it's not going to be easy. It's chaotic on both sides. But you can't give a player like Stacks that room to work. I need to see EDG waking up.
It feels a little reminiscent of yesterday.
0 ไปแล้วดูสิต้องมีจุดเปลี่ยนอ่ะ EDG ไม่งั้นแย่
Over and over again. Now we've seen what 3-4 B execs, and every time just good gunplay of T1 have shut it down.
And a new conundrum, but again, it's resolved. Izu this time.
เราต้องปิดด้านบนให้หมดซ้ายขวาเอานี้ซ้ายก่อน
That site is inaccessible. You've got to find something else to do here, EDG, or find a new layer to this, because they're just getting decimated. This is not difficult for T1.
โอ้เมเทโอมาจัดเลยวันนี้
Against the reigning champions, this looks easy.
Meteor's just a god. He's gonna get 12.
อ๋อมันไปคู่เลยนี่หว่าช่างมันละกัน
And a combination of finding these timings to push through the smokes, right? Izu does it, then Sylvan. And you're never clearing Meteor in that cubby.
Meteor individually
คมจี
the entirety of EDG together. That's
ไม่งั้นต้องไปทำแบบไอ้นี่เอา
and I love it for T1. I love seeing these players, as said, who've been so driven in Valorant to show this level, this capability, right? Any fan would love to see this sort of thing. But I also don't want EDG to suddenly lose all of that bravado, all of that ability that sat so
อย่างนี้ไปแล้วกัน
well
พี่เกียรติแหละ
We've heard EDG say, you know, they're no strangers to the lower bracket. They ran it back domestically to come ahead in the finals and become China's #1 seed. But something feels off with this team right now, and they have to course correct quickly. There's no longer any time to work with, at least on this opening map.
Oh, that pivot point, isn't it?
โอ้ยสไนบัส
EDG haven't solved so many of these different problems. This unwillingness to back away from that B hit leaves them in the dark towards A.
It's also looking at the double ults, right? Chichu and Simon are ready to maybe look for an A exec. Now they've just got the null command.
EDG บอกขอก่อนราวหนึ่งยังไงต้องให้ได้
Maybe sending it into earned the lamps. What is
เฮ้ยโอ้โดนอีกเมเทโอ
Meteor will not relent. He will not give up his
วันนี้ทำไมลั่นจัดเลย โอ้
T1 again.
เมเทโอ
Flawless round.
70 แล้ว
Do you burn another timeout, or do you just let this go? What do you do in EDG's position? Because this is not the team who won champs. This is not that team right now.
I genuinely think you have to pull the timeout. Their execs just look
รอ
slow.
ดูทิว จะแผ่วเลยทีวันน่ะ เมื่อวานก็นำดีๆแผ่ว
They're great, but these aren't new things that EDG have never seen.
damn
You've got, right, flashes from Meteor and Stacks countering out the exec. Those second, third players coming to Cider just getting shut down. But also, their slow play. Now
เสียงในห้องเงียบไปเนี่ยจีนน่าจะเยอะ
it's not going to be easy to keep working the map, playing it slowly. So they show a knife down towards B long to maybe pull a rotate. Now sending the ulti in. That's a surprise.
เอ้ย
Gonna go there. Does it divide as much? Not really. Stack's gonna then invest
ต้องวางได้ป่ะนะเฮ้ยปาโอ้ปาระเบิดช้าไป
But EDG have a decent position towards lamps. They can dig their heels in here.
Yeah, nobody's got the ultimate
แต่มัน
as well. Some options
EDG
play off contact, but easy with this ultimate. I mean, they're just gonna go running through.
Yeah,
เขาอีโค
you know, green light, go for it, get in there. Meteor fancying it. They're still on line of weapons. Meteor, they have no idea. Now they see him.
โอ้ไม่ใช่โออุ้ยโอ้ไปโอพลาด
Then Chichu turns.
จิชูก็ดีด้วย
But the paranoia mounting. They're burning every ult they got 'cause they need a round. They need something on their side. But Stacks is
โอ้ยครึ่งแล้ว
taken off the defuse.
โอ้ EDG ได้อีโค
But Buzz and Selvin, oh, coming together at the right time.
เฮ้ย
Simon,
ไม่ทันแล้วปะ
the time is too
ไม่ทันครึ่งเลย
EDG finally on the board, and they put everything in it.
I think I saw a kitchen sink
จ่ายอันติกันเยอะมากเลย
point.
Maybe the biggest investment I've ever seen in a master card.
10 ตี
Putting 2 ultimates into the challenge. But really, it was that lamps control like you were talking about that worked out nicely. Meteor only gets that first kill. I think there's also a nade that lands right on Stax' head. Didn't hear that one coming in, that's for sure.
10 ตีอีกแล้ว
But again, it's so close. It's so close. It's almost too close. Oh, okay, back through. That's one. That's one, right? This could be you get the blood pumping a little bit, wake you up. EDG shown that hey, we can get on the board here, but you got to find more success than that. One's nowhere near enough.
Exactly. Issue is now the ult cycle is down, and those ultimates were really impactful in both the hit and the post-plant situation. So EDG are going to move back into their slow rounds right now, but they seem a little bit timid in terms of the angles they're taking because they know T1 have the good enough econ to have bought back into the operator, so it's only after maybe you see a peak that finally the shower...
เหล่านี้ไหลเปล่าถ้าไหลก็ได้อยู่นะ 7-5 ไม่น่าเกลียด
Yeah. Again, this little bit of a pace change is interesting, right? A little bit of a gear shift, slowing it down. I don't think that's going to cause too many issues for T1 yet. As it stands, though, it seems though T1 are in that 3-play stack towards A. Quite like what EDG are attempting here, but this late
เอ้ย
will be curious.
เวลาเนี้ยง่วงพอสัก4 ทุ่มนี่ตื่นตาโพงไม่หลับไม่นอน
This could be nice though. They have no idea.
โอ้เมเทโอ
Flash, no sweat. He's going to hold this
แมปนี้ไม่น่ามีใครยิงสู้ได้อะแบบ
It delays
ได้จัด
He spots
เอ้ย
T1, calls
โอ้
it out.
ก็เพิ่งชมไปเองเมเทโอ
They are perfectly in unison. T1 shoulder to shoulder, making EDG again
ไป A ปะต้องวาร์ปแล้ว
around the edges.
There's just no time left either. Meteor's
เฮ้ย
still on the hunt. Look
He's
at this
hungry.
โอ้เมเทโอ
One more.
โอ้ถ้าอีกที
This is done. 9 seconds. Put a fork in it. Simon, there's nothing to do but die. This dominance from T1 is absolutely gorgeous to witness. They've got a great read, and
Oh,
EDG
whoa.
look asleep.
Meteor's decision making is so snappy.
เอ้ยอย่างงี้ถ้า ทีวันไม่ได้พลาดอะไรให้มัน
Doesn't immediately
ขาดนะ
he rehears and waits and says, "Is there going to be a second
มัน
play
ขาดเกินไปปะ
Once there isn't, then the steel garden comes down after Kong Kong's already been
แป๊บนึงนะตอนแรก
into the side.
แบบนี้
It's just
ใครเลือกอะ EDG ปะ
stall that continue to come in, and EDG have no response.
Hey.
There's one watch party I'd like to be in, and the other one probably less so right
Now,
now.
one's a party, the other one is not.
Yeah. Early showers
ปกติมันต้องเป็น EDG ได้เลือกใช่ไหม เพราะว่า
corner there by Sylvan.
Cool anti-read. Sylvan's gonna take
บาย
it. Stax has a
หรือว่าที่วันเลือกก่อน
time on the eco. EDG attacked in the lamps.
ว่าที่วันเลือกก่อนชนะก็ไม่ได้แปลกใจ
You fancied a go on the ult as well. No worries, okay. Doesn't get the connection he wanted, but repositioning. T1 feeling a little cocky, right? It feels like they're so willing to fight on this. Feeling like
อ๋อ
they're
EDG เลือก
certainly are.
โอ้ถ้า EDG เลือกนี่แย่แล้วนะ
Buzz, beautiful. Can't switch
Oop.
out in time though. EDG
โดนอีโคอีกแล้วเหรอ
nice though from Stax. Holds it down once again. Denying
ก็ไม่ให้วาง
denying the crunch.
อู้
Control. Nobody.
รอเพื่อนรอเพื่อน
To maybe a chance here.
One on two.
รอเพื่อนรอเพื่อน
No options to get to the teleporter anytime soon. 45 seconds
อ๋อนี่ไงไปเดินรวมกันละ
Now that he's spotted out,
That-
has to take the shot to take it down. He's gonna barely
Wap.
to escape and get the spike on the ground.
He's gonna get out of there. Fragment, knife, all still in play.
ของยังเหลืออยู่อีกชิ้นหนึ่ง
Well, potentially to try and catch him. Easer's gonna try and make sure he can't escape.
อุ้ยไม่โดน
It's away from the
ไม่เจอ
They're gonna just play towards elbow. It feels very predictable, readable, but does T1 T1 get away with this? Can they clear this clean?
โอ้ตัวแรกก็ไม่ได้แล้ว
Again, just not looking phased. Again, in my mind, there's a lot to be said about T1 playing.
วันนี้T1มาทุกคนเลย
EDG looking flat, and it feels like we're at that impasse.
ได้ความมั่นใจจากเมื่อวานมาแน่เลย
I'm impressed with this. Even if you ignore all of T1's utility, just their sight
แต่ก็เกือบนะเขาอีโคเนี่ย
off one another. They're quickly
9-1 แล้ว
putting themselves in positions where there's two people holding complementary lines on every single avenue of attack, and yeah, that's what's gone so well for them.
It's simplistic, but it works. It works so beautifully. I feel like we haven't seen too many fakes in this, or kind of committed fakes. We haven't seen them trying to pull that rotation too much. Yeah, maybe a little bit of early contact, but beyond that, it's very simple in approach from EDG, and these simplistic kind of 3-2 splits are being met with T1 reading it easily, not feeling phased, not feeling pushed off. I want to see them get a little bit more complicated with this. For now, Operator's still in play for Buzz. That was recovered in the last round.
But finally, EDG have the ult cycle working in their favor again. I think they're going to look for a quick attack over into the safe side.
He's looking disruptive though. Tries to divide, get in front of them. This isn't bad. He's still got a position.
อุ้ยบาส
Towards Shower, gives a little bit of space to fall.
อุ้ยโอ้พลาดได้โดนนั่นน่ะไม่ใช่พลาด โอ้โอ้
Trick right now. Nobody in Smoggy
ยังไม่ได้วางด้วย
back up here.
โอ้
Together. EDG
อ้าว
trying backside.
เฮ้ยเดินไปเหรอ
EDG to keep fighting forward. Just get away from
เฮ้ยถ้าเดินไปโดนนะ
Izu has still been holding on this B site
ไอสุ
the entire time. EDG have left
ต้องได้นะไอสุถ้าไอสุได้น่าจะได้เลย
even pivot back into him if he finds the pick on the lurk.
Isu, does he hear it? Does he know he does? Do they check?
เช็คไว้น่ะ
Two. They
โอ้
rotation caught. EDG finally getting a second.
93ไหม93ไหม
That's EDG finding a moment to actually thrive in the chaos. Seeing that narrow path forward. Because without Shower's control, it was very near to slip away. Buzz played it super nicely, dodging out on the flash, coming back in for the swing. But EDG managed to pick up Simon, leave him as that late lurk, and call themselves out of a really tough round.
A little bit of a buffer, not much. It's 2 rounds. You gotta. I want to see at least 3 here. Izu, red alert. Does he get to live? No one there quick enough to chase him down, but certainly enough to pressure towards Zuka.
Last time EDG used the Brim ult to exec into the B site, removed a lot of the corners T1 have been abusing in this game. Looks like they want to have some repeat success with that one. And now that without the KO knife, they can look to pop into the site quickly, but T1 have done a great job
เน็ตดรอปไปแล้ว
into the space and get the full walk up with Buzz out of showers.
I mean, Chichu, we reading that? I mean, it depends how far he wants to go on this. Buzz doesn't need to go too far for Chichu. He read
Chichu.
really well then. Very present.
93ไหมเนี่ยเคิร์ดไหม
Gate towards A. Now you don't know how much freedom you have, but this is certainly indicative.
That said, still a lot of utility here. Meteor can play around, stalling it out for the rotates to come on in. He's got a friend in Sax. He's getting in front of the smoke.
เฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ยโอ้ยเมเทโอพลาด
That he was able to
93มาเนี่ย
take the space away. Dealt with
โอ้ 93 แล้ว
starting to warm in this.
เอาเลยT1 แผ่วไปเนี่ย
Tough predicament to play out from. Plenty of ults, nice.
เรียบร้อย
Square round from EDG. Maybe a little bit of light
โอ้
at
โห
the end of the tunnel here. Izu, a highlight player, but a 1v4.
93
To ask, and it's not gonna
เอื้
be
อ
today. EDG getting the minimum rounds they can here. 3, barely enough to work with.
Yeah, getting
$2,000 in value, only on Verizon.
โอ้โหอะไรนะค่าแรงญี่ปุ่นต่ำซื้อเบอร์เกอร์ได้เพียง2ชิ้นต่อชั่วโมง2.18ชิ้นต่อชั่วโมงถ้าญี่ปุ่นต่ำแล้วที่ไทยนี่ ใช้คำว่าต่ำเหรอเพื่อนเบอร์เกอร์2.1ก็2ชิ้นน่ะต่อชั่วโมงราคาญี่ปุ่นด้วยนะไม่ใช่ราคาไทยก็เทียบเป็นราคาไทยแค่2ชิ้นก็ต่ำๆหน่อยก็ชิ้นละ50 100อะนะมาแล้วปืนพกเนี่ยแหละใครได้ถ้า EDG ได้ก็น่าจะกลับมาถ้า T1 ได้ก็ยาวอุ้ยสโมกกี้อ้าวโมเสสสโมก
Fair enough. And again, Izu not one of the standout players, at least so far in this map, but he's certainly been a name that's been catching a lot of attention throughout. So see if he can maybe start heating up as well. But hey, it's been the meteor.
ใจเย็นเพื่อนเอ้ยสโมกอ้าวโอ้โหเรียบร้อยแฟดได้แต่ยิงไม่ได้อยู่ๆก็เสียเปรียบเฮ้ยเฮ้ยสแต็กเท่าแล้วเพื่อนโอ้ยอิซูโอ้ย EDG ได้ไม่ห่างนะถ้าเราหน้าก็ได้ก็95นะเต็มถังครับพี่95เนี่ยอันเนี้ยไม่ตายได้ไงขาวคู่เลยแต่ก็วิจารณ์เรื่องการยิงโปรเพลเยอร์ตัวเองยิงแบบขึ้นไดมอนด์อย่างยากเลยเฮ้ยโอ้โหแอสซิสต์13
Something we need to look at throughout this series is those adjustments, right? A lot of the maps now being seen, a lot more being revealed from both of these sides.
And frankly, it seemed like the adjustments for EDG have been a weak point. If you take their series yesterday versus G2, this is a team that learns from their mistakes, that can tap into their individuals and that firepower too when the actual planning, when the calling isn't going right.
For EDG here, you're looking for clean rounds.
โอ้บัสเรียบร้อยเอ้ยเอ้าจังหวะเดินไปเอ้ยเฮ้ย EDG ไม่ใช่นะถ้าอย่างเงี้ยอุตส่าห์ได้อีกปืนพกมาโอ้จีจีจิปตี้อุตส่าห์ได้ปืนพกมาโดนเลย
This team can't do anything about it. Both halves now. To come in with a MasterCard thrifty with Buzz somehow getting that timing into the smoke is crazy.
This is near on unforgivable though. You got given that tiny bit of chance. And you can see what it does to the opposition. You can see how much that gets them closer to that finish line for map 1. They're up to 10. EDG, the opportunity dwindling here. Can they replicate the same sort of thing? Sheriffs, Stingers, Classics, it ain't much, but Smoggy, he's going to give it a damn good go here. Not sharp enough this time. And again, you don't find one of T1. There's two, there's three. They are all there. I like the fast flank, but what does it matter when they're going to have side control unless it's a little bit of stall?
Yeah, EDG trying to dominate space into Lamps right now. Buy some time, but Buzz perched up in heaven is now going to switch over, get the spike on the ground. That's more orbs to him. Everything going T1's way.
Chichu taking the very long road to get over here.
นี่ก็โอเคอยู่นะ
Now the quiet is so loud. The fact that no one's seen
อยู่ที่ตาหน้าแล้วว่าจะขึ้น12ไหม
We still have the utility behind us. Might have taken the long route. He does get a step closer, but look at these repositions in the post plant. No one's really vulnerable to him trying to work back into this. He'll have to give away the game by obviously tapping the spike. There's the awareness now. Meteor goes down for it. Can you cost him any more, Chichu? Tap on the spike. Someone will check. And it was Buzz. Easy in the end. 3 standing. 11 rounds, EDG. You had your chance. You might have let it slip.
Whenever on defense EDG run into some trouble, they just start walking at you. They say, hey, individuals go get some kills. That first fight down short didn't work, so of course Chichu is going to be finding some opportunity. This is kind of the last chance now for EDG. Light armor on 4 players. Buzz with some options here on a judge to wreak havoc to the lightly shielded players.
On off from the ult as well. Buzz closing in on that. Now, how do they want to start into this? They're not in a hurry. 11-4.
Yeah, often T1 will slow things down, see if EDG are going to overstep, and then they can bank off of Stack's ultimate to actually exec into a site. Main problem is going to be the Vise playing away from the util. That's stacked over on A short.
Kong Kong. Takes a lot to be brave in these situations, but they're going to try and stand and fight on this one, and they might get...
Oh.
Head first, Meteor with the 1-2 punch. T1, they're already in on the site. EDG had a quick rotate off the back of the drone that went down from nobody. So they have the extra body here. Simon is at least controlling some of the space. Chichu now, working back in through from Lamps. Going to be forced away from this, though.
He needed that. Now EDG come on in, but Sylvan's still locking them down, seeing just a pixel angle over the smoke.
Yeah, Chichu and nobody up against it now. T1 with the numbers.
โอ้โห10 ขึ้น 12 ก็ GG แล้ว
So much of this site. There's nothing for nobody to do. He makes it go, but it is nowhere near good enough. 12-4. T1 are out for blood.
It's just a beautiful thing to watch right now. First, it's the pop flash, then this shot. I think, by the way, Sylvan or Meteor spamming off of minimap because Buzz like barely saw him off his shoulder inside of the smoke. And that's netting them a kill somehow. Then their fundamentals in the
2-4
getting ready to swing off one another. EDG, what do you have left in the tank? There's a Teo ult, but it's 4 Guardians and a Judge. About as bad as it can possibly get here on 12.
Scraping what they can together, making something out of nothing, trying to at least. Chichu holding the corner, trying to show a little presence, but there's a lot of players heading their way.
If they lose Hookah, it's over for EDG. Thorns buying some amount of time for them to look back in towards Octagon.
So tense between these two, though. You're going to trigger the wall towards long. That's a lot of bodies now spotted. I'm looking at Meteor's timing here. Does he try and catch a little bit of a window on it?
โอ้ยน่าเล่นใกล้อ่ะ โอ้ GG เฮ้ย โอ้ stack GG 13-4
Like a dagger to the heart of EDG. T1 walk away at 13-4.
Just devastating, destructive. Meteor and T1 just waylaid
แบบหน้าเลยครับ
out of this.
เราดูต่อเดี๋ยว อุ้ย2 นาทีโฆษณาข้าวกินเหยื่อไม่ได้ยินเลยเว้ย อ้าวไม่เห็นหันตามอ่ะที่อย่างเงี้ยตามแต่แบบเอฟเว่นนี่ถ้าที่วันเลือกก็ที่วันได้มานี่คือแบบแย่นะ EDG ตัวใหม่นี่คือแบบโกงไหมมาทุกแผนที่ แต่ทีวันไม่เล่นฮะเวทีมันดูแบบไม่ค่อยมาก
were messy, and now we get Meteor able to call up his own number. We've got Buzz looking to do it as well. EDG got their work cut out now.
Yeah, if you thought Meteor's visor was good, let's see him on the Yoru. Already T1 moving 4 players into a very forward A lobby trap. Getting right up close personal next to this smoke. Nobody has the drone to clear it out, but it's already a fight!
But do they clear? They do. They give it a glance. A cursory glance.
ไม่ใช่โอยกะมุมเดิมกับอันนี้
Perfectly. Again, they stand in unison and they destroy.
เร็วจัด
EDG and corners are their worst nemesis!
What are they doing?
Everything T1 does is just abusing close corners and good play. One off another, these little ping pong setups. where you bait out the shot with one player, more coming off the corner. I like that little paranoia used to support. Just having those extra layers of utility. And then the player's trying to run away, it just walks straight into your crosshairs.
And again, not only is it a frustrating round because you get melted like that, but you feel red. There's a lot of like compounding problems for EDG. Now that is the first round, we could shake it off if it was any other day of the week, but they only got 4 rounds in the last map, so I do worry a little bit. Here, show me more. You are the champions, the reigning champion, right? You're gonna have that big old title, all that big old, bracelet we keep going on about. Show me a little bit of something from this, right? Maybe not in this round. This is one sheriff and a classic or two. But after this, a little bit more.
That said, EDG have now found both Cypher tripwires.
Very nice.
T1 are leaning pretty heavily over into Link, and it's a bit messy, but EDG quick to pivot into C.
Okay, Izu now going to be threatened here. They're all on the side. They're all towards that smoke. There is a deadly threat, and Sylvan can't deal with all of it. No, he can't!
เฮ้ย
Better!
เอาแล้ว
From EDG, bursting out
โดนติ๊บตี
as a pack. Stacks are
โว้
trying to build something up there. Calm it down. Kangkang's going to get that Phantom. He's good. Got this sorted buzz. Gonna have to give away the
รู้
game.
แล้วนี่
And for EDG, a critical round.
เซฟดีกว่า
I think
บัต
honestly,
บอก
might just want to save this outlaw. It'll do good for him. EDG did a much better job clearing into that backside, like you're saying, right? I think Simon had a great flash. They're pushing through as the Omen smoke that sort of allowed T1 to get the flood going, ended up falling down, and their spacing as they went out. It's one after another. I think jumping too with the first player just to disrupt some crosshairs. Much better work than we've seen so far from EDG.
This is just tempered towards the end there for Buzz. Just going to try and keep hold of this. This is a very well needed round though for EDG, right? I can't stress it enough. As much as yes, it is best of 5. Yes, it is a longer series in that regard. This is a confidence builder of a round, right? You're working together, shoulder to shoulder. It's just kind of brawling out. You make it count against much better weapons, right? It starts to feel a little bit better. Takes away a little bit of that chip on the shoulder. That should kind of shake off a little bit of the pressure. And how does T1 respond with this as well? Because they could go for a bit of a broken by themselves, but it certainly won't be pretty.
Yeah, it's just going to be the one bulldog picked up from Meteor because they only bought
เอ้ย
one
หน้า
in the last round.
ฟีด Facebook มีแต่มันหัน
EDG has heavy armor, so this outlaw not going to be too threatening. Early combo into a lobby that EDG are just going to dodge away from and quickly clear into the space. They don't want to get into that situation where they have to re-clear A to a forward stack from T1 like on that pistol.
Right place, right time. Good trade for Kangkang though. Keeping this now level pegging, but there are players on this side, so it could get a little bit scrappy. I want to see this kept clean from EDG. Buzz rattling a bullet through Kangkang, and now
อย่าบอกว่าโดนเหมือนกันน่ะ เฮ้ย โอ้
Simon does get headshot though. This makes him pretty vulnerable to this, and Buzz is feeling
เรียบร้อย
EDG
ผ่า
navigating the threats, but look at the HP. Smoggy 10, Simon 35, Silver
โอ้เจ็บหมดเลยแต่แบบไม่น่าได้อะ
Chichu, it's possible for Izu, and it doesn't happen. Close, not close enough in the end. EDG weather the storm.
That's the control I was hoping to see out of EDG, right? As soon as they find that opening pick, they take it slower, right? They're holding for T1 to fight into them as the disadvantaged team often needs to end up doing. Even here where Stax is able to push into the smoke, EDG calmly deal with him.
A little bit of a fight. I like this from both teams now, even in these lower rounds, right? The pistol's just coming out, right place for it. I like what they were trying to do, you know what I mean? Love this from both sides. Scrappy. 2 consecutive rounds here for EDG. They need this third. See how they start this.
Holding the stun just off of the contact, little combo piece to come through, and Kangkang's quickly taken into the space.
That's
ไม่ดูแล้วไปดูเตะเอกสตรีมเดี๋ยวมั้งเนี่ย
He walks the smoke like that.
ไม่ใช่ขึ้นชื่อว่าสตรีมดู VALORANT แล้วไปเล่นมาทันนะเตะเอกอะ
Stop it.
พี่เอก
Okay, Simon's just like
VALORANT ทุ่มจัดเลยนะ
scared by this. Surely not a third, right? Surely not a third. EDG kept on their toes here, but doing well, dealing with the trail of players crawling out from sewer.
I mean, it's unexpected
อย่างงี้นะพรุ่งนี้น่าจะมาป่ะพี่เอกอะมางาน
cute with it, and Izu as well.
ว่าขึ้นสตรีมแล้ว
Timing to isolate the fight. Spike's being planted too, so maybe with these
มาแน่เลย
shots going out, he has a timing window to slip into.
They're trying to get a little techie on this. I like that. And I gotta say, Sylvan on that Omen, like it, like what we've been seeing from him. Probably one of those cerebral players I've seen as of late. But can they clear EDG? Dedicated.
เฮ้ยโอ้โห
It's a belting shot, but Chi-Chu's here now. Starting to warm up a little, looking much better overall.
Chi-Chu was the standout player from this event, right? To see him now back-to-back rounds, 3Ks for him.
7-1 overall.
Exactly, especially when these rounds are getting a little bit closer than you would like from EDG. Still, EDG dealing with these one-by-one walk-ups very nicely. Can't complain.
Oh, that is nice from Chi-Chu.
Nice shot. Nice.
They need someone to become a bit of a talisman for this team. Turn up when they need it. 7-1 certainly a good look. And maybe T1 just kind of slow it down a little bit. Go back to a little bit of the norm after what was a very interesting previous round.
I've got to say, I like Kong Kong going for the Outlaw here. I don't think enough teams have been abusing low buys by going for these Outlaw purchases, even on the attack. That said, he's getting all the way in the backside of me. Look at that. That's pretty.
เฮ้ยข้าง
Show for us. Stack's gonna stop it, but still, he should be dead in the water. Yeah, Izu, last one to try and make a stand, but this is better from EDG. Controlled, poised, handled. Lovely stuff. Up to 4 now, making their response on the board.
ๆแบบนี้ EDG ตื่นแทน
And this was T1's map pick coming in to this series. Of course, Haven, very familiar territory. They've been strong on it so far. We hadn't seen EDG play this map just yet so far in this tournament.
เฮ้ย
So far in the important swing rounds, and all right from them. I think the big challenge is soon to come from EDG. They're dealing nicely on the anti-eco. They're now coming into a round where every ult in the game, basically, is going to be available. T1 have 4. Just the Yoru ult they're going to be missing. Also looks like Buzz wants to buy down into an operator, so they saved into that. EDG will realize that and note that possibility coming out of the timeout.
They certainly will. And again, if we're going to note the early timeouts for EDG in map 1, have to say the same thing here for T1. Relatively early, maybe not as early, but still enough going wrong, enough to talk through here, because the rounds have been a little bit volatile, to say the least, from T1.
Yeah.
Maybe just settle into the game, slow it down a touch.
That's the thing, though. They always have the option to speed up in a mid-round, right? This team is going to combo the undercut from ISO with that Sova ulti just to get one-shots against you. They can use that Nate lobby. They can use that when you try to plant the spike, you know? It's very versatile. And, of course, the kill contract, too, for Meteor. Even just using that to disrupt a site hit, pull your jet out of the equation, well, then how do you break out of a choke? T1 have a lot of different ideas to work with, and they're going to start out by opening strong into A lobby again.
4 players for T1 on this A side as well. All eggs in one basket. B side doesn't even have a trip towards it. They does have the player of Izu coming in, but once they're really committed, they do have the ult. Maybe it's just to put this in play, but EDG so far, right reaction, right approach.
I like
right
that
side.
EDG are pinging out, too, the potential walk-up, so not walking into that at all for the time being, although now that they've used the drone, they're pretty committed towards this B or C side. It's very hard to re-clear A lobby without the Teo drone, as we saw in the pistol.
I like it. I like that they've just started quickly here, still above a minute, cleared the trip through towards Garage, and now they're just kind of going through a pretty well-rounded default, but on this side there is Buzz, and Buzz as an operator. This is a lot, though. You've got to imagine there'll be util here. Oh, stolen away! Right out in front of him! And now Meteor, you better not miss! He doesn't! Kong goes down! It felt like death from either side.
Meteor calls it a kill contract. I called it kill steal. Just plucking Kong Kong away from that, but still Buzz is waiting on the other side of this smoke.
Yeah, Buzz doesn't want to give this up. Trying to stick around on the side.
He
See the ult coming in. This is nice. He's still got room. He's trying to make up for it. Kill stolen before, but made up for now. It's Simon and Chi-Chu to try and claw into this one. That's brutal, though. Chi-Chu being the headliner now. Put out, leaving Simon on 30 HP. Not gonna get it. T1 back in the game here.
Those are the nastiest ultimates just coming online right there, though. T1 disrupting the hit with the Sova ult from far. That's just crazy. Okay, it would have been a miss right between the legs. Oh, good. We'll take those. I love how Buzz plays it here, too.
Wow.
Very nearly 3 kills.
again, I do like how EDG started that round, going through the, the protocol list, going down it, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, clearing the util. Sadly for them, went back in towards all those ults, and big investment on the other side now as well. Buzz?
Don't know what he's looking at, but right now T1 have slept down into mid. Chichu's not looking at it. And now EDG boxed into this A site, forced to move towards the operator.
Buzz got to get out of there. Yeah, takes the TP. Backs away, finds a new angle to play from. They're still... Quick as lightning from Buzz. And EDG now down to the 33, still trying to make it in towards the side. The crossfire, the flash, it is perfect. T1 flawlessly closing the gap.
The work Buzz has been able to do on these deeper lines with the operator on the A site has just been gorgeous. I mean, turning away, backing off of the flash, swinging back into the angle again. It's just a thing of beauty. And EDG are forced into the play because of that early pick into mid. He's re-swinging the up line, using the clone to buffer it out as well. A flash too. Picking off Simon, jumping out of the air. That Yoru micro is just impeccable.
And I love this reactionary timeout from EDG. We saw it earlier for T1 pumping their brakes around that 6th round that they then converted. This operator coming out, the switch-ups they've had have been working. EDG unable to problem solve quick enough on the fly. They want to slow things down, right? This is a good lead for them to start with. Those 4 in successions has got to feel good, but enough has been answered back. So time for them to prove that they can solve it too.
Really, if I'm thinking about, coach approaching into this timeout, I'm thinking 2 rounds ago when EDG slowly worked in the mid space as a team and they used the Tejo drone into Garage. Then they didn't have it for the A lobby re-clear, so they were showing very early breach utility. That sort of primed and told Buzz this play is coming. So T1 quickly got in and were able to disrupt the hit. I think EDG, I like those looks where they're, taking into that mid space, dealing with the Cypher utility so that T1 can't just heavy stack onto the A side, but they need to keep that drone alive, or clearing out the Yoru from A long is just not realistic.
What is the solution for EDG here? As you said, couple options that they could lean towards. Does Buzz switch up now? Does he try and post up somewhere different? Is there a new look? We'll see. A different... TP out as well, quite far away. And I don't think that's a bad read either. It feels like that C site, that kind of B pressure has been a little harder to handle, but again, very similar start here. It does look like it's intended to finish C. We still have Sylvan here. We did have that TP taken. There are players on this side of the map. There's a lot of players here. Buzz is going to let them know. That's going to ring the dinner bell. They want in. Sylvan's gone down. They find the site. Smoggy gets caught out. Izu's right there. Trading back and back. T1 trying to hold on, but Kang is tearing them apart. As he he read this?
I got the spike.
Has he got an idea? Kangkang, are you serious right now? Oh my god. Both of these players, brilliant in their own way. Kangkang daring Stax to take a look. Stax, he says he'll have a go, but Kangkang just that bit better. Keeps EDG with a gap in the lead.
Kangkang's feeling himself again. What a round out of the duelist. EDG choosing to speed up into that C hit. And it looked ugly for a second because Izu in this spot instantly plucks out Smoggy, turns around into this fight in Garage. And yet, Kangkang still managed to get into backside.
He saved him here.
Let's go!
He needed one of those. Top of the board now for EDG. Getting a little warm-up. But T1 not done either.
I like the adjustment of those missiles twice in a row now. Buzz had to teleport away. Yet, if EDG run the same round, the trap setup in Garage is going to be deadly with Paranoia in Sylvan's hand.
Waiting on the verge for the commitment now. Spike coming back around towards the B side, but information. Buzz wants it, he gets it. Plenty seen. Should be enough to give away the game. Buzz? Buzz? That's a little too far in my mind. Hoping, praying that'd work out. It's not going to happen. Meteor, are you going to walk smokes as well? I mean, he's got double tap on, but this feels almost too easy until then. He's the one to do well, but it's EDG finding stability. Timeout.
I like the idea from T1, but that's a near sight, not a blind. And Buzz ends up getting punished for that. EDG finding continued success with these early mid-works. Again, yeah, Chichu is still going to be able to see Buzz, who's trying to play that shorty game against him. Good reactions from him.
EDG. Starting to see Kangkang. There it is. Looking at this back again. He's starting to hit a little harder here.
It's not like T1 are making it easy. They're consistently flooding into sites. EDG are being challenged. But I think the more they see these rounds, the more they're ready for the fast retakes.
And this seems quite simplistic in approach because he's maybe feeling this, and maybe not this time too far. All alone, no support, gets done for. And Meteor taking a glance over the top of the site, but there's a lot of bodies here. Sylvan's still here. We still got a lot to clear here for EDG. But they fight as one. They fight together. Buzz does some work, but it's all still traded out in EDG's side. Where the hell is Stax? Question that they have not answered yet. Can Stax do the unthinkable? Not today. Chichu is EDG back in this series now. 7 rounds, starting to look stable.
It does seem like EDG's utility is hitting its mark. That's another round where they fight into backside C very successfully. Really, it looks a little bit ugly because Kong drops down early on, but then EDG wait. That first re-swing isn't a great look for T1, then pushing through the cage does very nicely for them. This is going to force T1 down onto a bad buy.
And look, as simplistic as it sounds, we have to look at the scoreboard too. The difference between map 1 and 2 here, Chichu and Kong both starting to, warm into this, starting to just shoot back, right? It feels like it's been a little bit of an absence from that, but finding their footing now would be perfect. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That will absolutely do it. Still trying to be he's just untouchable. You just can't take him down. Slick moves, but it is a lighter purchase for T1, so we don't lose our minds just yet.
Yeah, Kong. Kong's doing some crazy flying business up in mid. Now EDG, they slow down, they wait, they know T1's going to start walking. But again, it feels like a very different team compared to map number 1. Maybe that's a difference of the maps, of the work they've done. Yet every time, even in these bad buys, like Izu, I feel like it's been in these spots where his whole team is dead and he still finds like 2 kills every time. It's a bit silly.
It's nice to see this life in EDG though, right? It just feels like we're back in actually getting a game here. T1, I mean, I need them to reply as well. I do think it's easy to overestimate a little bit of what they did if you're looking at that Vitality result, because I'll be honest, Vitality didn't look good there. Clearly, they won't be happy with it either. They could watch that one back and tell you it themselves. But this is now EDG starting to stretch their legs in this series too, right? This is 8 rounds in their name, keeping T1 a mile away.
4 ults for EDG to work with. Early undercut, and Kong's up just doesn't pay off.
That's one of the 2 heavy hitters removed, making it a little bit trickier. Chichu dead as well. Buzz, a big game hunter it looks like right now, leaving Simon, Nobody, and Smoggy to try and navigate this new threatening territory towards the A site.
And as soon as the Rolling Thunder comes out, it's a kill contract ready to just steal one player out of it. Dodge away from Meteor is nice.
Yeah, very nice. The timing on this is actually going to be pretty interesting. Okay, Meteor does manage to get Simon. The site's still under scrutiny. Buzz is just coming alive here. He's still got to do a lot more though. Oh, Buzz is going nuclear on the site. Oh, it's incredible from Buzz.
Buzz has just been otherworldly. The A site belongs to this man. T1 felt like all the momentum had been stolen away, but from start to finish in this round, Buzz was online.
Yeah, big game hunting. Look at him, the first 2 finding the top flag as Chichu, Kong gone, and then just says, I'll do it all myself.
No one's looking at him.
You can't keep your eyes off him. Not today. It gives them a lifeline. It's a small one, but it is a lifeline. Give him a little treat. A little bit of a treat for you folks at home. The one and only. Not for you.
Wow.
You are from Americas. It's going to be Tarek. You don't want to miss it. We love hearing from him. Big fan. At least someone from Sentinels made it this far.
สวัสดีครับโอ้โหวันนี้เราก็มาอยู่กับแขกพิเศษจริงๆนะครับผม and ladies and gentlemen let's give an official round of applause for Tarek wow amazing crowd and it's such an honor to have you here with me first things first who are you supporting in Masters Bangkok
it's a good question. Actually, I'm a big EDG stan, but I'm actually supporting T1 because I think Buzz and Stacks deserve a win. So T1 fighting.
โอ้นะครับสำหรับคำถามแรกอยากรู้ครับว่า Tarek เนี่ยซัพพอร์ตใครนะครับผมเขาบอกว่าจริงๆแล้วเนี่ยคือชอบ EDG นะแต่ว่าเพราะบัสกับแซกน่าจะควรได้ชัยชนะบ้างเลยคิดว่าอยากให้ T1 ชนะนะครับผมในวันนี้ส่วนคำถามต่อมาครับนี่เป็นครั้งแรกที่เขามาเยือนประเทศไทยนะครับเลยอยากรู้ว่าประเทศไทยเนี่ยเป็นยังไงบ้างนะครับ Next question you just mentioned that this is the first time that you're in Thailand I would love to know how is Thailand treating you so far
Oh my God, Thailand is amazing. I haven't actually stepped out to this area of the crowd. You guys here are the best. Big shout out to everyone here. I love Thailand, and yeah, it's been awesome. A pleasure more than anything.
And it's also an honor for Thai people to have you here in our soil as well. Any last words to say before we go back to the game?
I'm gonna do it again. Go VALORANT!
Hey, go
สกอร์
VALORANT!
เป็นไงบ้างอะเนี่ย
And that will be it for now. We'll bring you back to Haven.
Just a Valorante lover. What can you do? Just cheering for a good game.
Yeah,
What a
you
guy.
gotta respect it.
Love that. 8-4 though, right? We focus back in on this.
Sure.
This has been Unkung on one side, Meteor on the other. Oh, you got Smoggy turning around to a terrible surprise, seeing Meteor in the back lines, and now they got problems. They wanted to pinch on that. Izu trying to play it forward, but Chichu succeeds. Nice from Kung. There's the flank coming in. Stacks is over towards Quad. This is a lot on their shoulders. Meteor needs to be up to the task. Stacks. Oh, a nice try, but EDG stand firm here.
EDG keeping composed even while T1 play a beautiful round over the map. Letting him know it at the end there too. It was kind of crazy how Buzz wasn't able to find a kill and then he maybe was and eventually ends up getting taken down into long. But I think Kung deciding to go for that late flank too, the fact that he finds the kill is everything for EDG.
Watching that back.
Replay.
Edge stuff. By getting a little bit shoddy there. Izu going to be down to the Bulldog. We still have a couple of ults in play for T1. On the other side, nothing there yet, but some very close by. Eyeing things off. T1 trying to be subtle.
ถือว่าขาดหรือไม่ขาดอะ
But a lot of commitment behind this.
หายไปไม่ได้
T1 can do some annoying things here with the Omen and the Iso ult. You can pluck someone off the site, then go for a deep Omen ult that could be unheard by the side anchor.
There's 4 players here. They've been able to stack this out. They want to have a brawl on it. Do T1 commit?
It's me and me เมโทได้ไหม
That's a big 1v1 though.
เอ้ยเมโทชนะตอนนี้
Meteor back into the fray and back in towards the site. But EDG have bodies here.
โหยิงพลาดแต่ปืนไม่ดีอะ
T1 show them how to get around.
Buzz with another 3K. A double duelist combo coming up in a big way. Meteor finds the first pick onto the Jet. Buzz shuts it down with the 3. Those execs can be so disruptive.
Do you think we get a timeout from EDG soon? Because you look at the succession of rounds, right? T1 is starting to find a little bit of something behind them here. I don't want to say that they're close enough by yet, but maybe you make it through this one, see how it feels. But I do start to keep a glance towards it because EDG weren't in a massive hurry. They didn't have to be too worried.
ข้าง
Now they can start keeping a little bit of a close.
ๆอุ้ย
Get a couple more of those, and now we're talking. Ooh, Izu, in a round like
ได้
this,
ปืนไหม
we really going for that?
โอ้ยเห็น
Peekaboo. Ooh, this is still pretty risky, but he does manage it. He's fine in the end. Gets away
บางครั้งได้ไหม
from nobody, but Kung still controlling, still posturing and threatening. The Owl drone.
Eyes on
gonna
Garage
spot.
right now. Izu looking for a little step out. Actually, sorry, Chichu. Just getting pushed back.
Go with it. Going for this B plant here is risky.
เฮ้ยไม่ตาย
For it, and they already retake front site. Trying to disrupt the deeper lines is difficult, but it's certainly not impossible, and they have some numbers here. T1 making this hard work, but they're going to hold this.
โอ้โหมีอันติ
The ults to try and bank on.
ได้แล้วล่ะ
Already Stacks does get a tag. Does at least deny that first attempt here.
T trying to tap back on, but that pop flash is going to be brutal.
โอ้ยโอ้ข้าง
It
Still
ain't
has
over.
chances in this round.
It ain't over. Util coming in. Pressure.
ๆโอ้โหพลาด
Simon up against Izu. You got to check on this.
เฮ้ยได้ปะนะโอ้โหทะลุได้
Info and T1 have at least another go at things. Oh,
These rounds are just mental.
that was with like 2 sheriffs.
Yeah.
That was 2 sheriffs. And EDG are that threatening.
Good on Izu to close out the round there. We don't talk about it all the time, but this kid's flexibility is just absurd, right? Like,
Spot on.
we saw him play the Fade to perfection on Bind.
Spot
Now he
on.
switches over to Sentinel on the Cypher, right? Gets the wall hack, finishes the kill, but we haven't even seen him tap into the double duelist. That's where he
No,
really thrives.
That's true. But we also have the operator coming out for Kung Kung. So that is where my mind goes. Do they get to identify this early? Do they get to find out where it resides?
เอาละ T1 จะ 2-0 เลยไหม แล้วก็ 3-0 ไปเลย
Looks like EDG want to do a bit of baiting on C. They're going to letting Smoggy take the first contact. While Kung plays for that garage angle, a little bit more passive.
Chichu right there though.
Look at all those pings though. T1 knows something's up because they just droned A lobby and didn't see the jet.
But if they swing this corner,
Ult to scan it.
TP there
That's
it is.
beautiful.
Aya.
เช็คหลังไซส์4
A fair amount, but the ice
Ui.
doesn't enough for Kung Kung. He's been in this position before and he's
ตัว
succeeded.
ในข้าง
But they don't fancy it. They hear that up and they scatter. Other side of the map.
ๆเฮ้ยโอ้เมเทโอ ทำเกมจัด
Reminding them of who he is. There's
คนเดียวเลยอะ
still here. Surely.
เฮ้ยหลัง
Surely.
แตก
Kung Kung
โอ้โห
is still here. It ain't over till he falls. The spike should be planted. Nobody is here early. I mean, the
เฮ้ย
temptation.
โอ้ไม่รู้ว่าเขาเข้าเอมาแล้วแน่เลย
Stacks laughed in his face as Kang Kang called upon again. The man himself would need
ไอ้พีคก็ได้แล้วเพื่อน
an ace here, 2 already.
ที่แต่ข้างๆมีดอะไม่น่าได้อะต่อให้มีมีดก็เหอะ
You can see him
เซฟเหอะ
in, thinking about it. This sight near on impossible, and step by step shifting away. I think he knows this one is out of hand. I think he knows that operator is far too precious to try and tussle with this sight.
Yeah. Nobody went for that crazy drop because he knows
อุ้ยอยากตัดสไน
it would have been the only chance to get back in the round. At least go 1-for-1. Maybe there's an option there if Kung Kung can pop the knives.
But I do like the fact that T1, as soon as they identified that operator, were out of there. They were having none of it. It's big respect for a right reason. You saw how good Kung Kung can be in these. He's played patient there. That operator is a prized possession because look at their money. It's rough here for EDG. We've got kind of like 1.8, like a 2K. Sheriffs and light shields, and that's it.
Since losing the pistol, he won
Oh,
5 out of
God.
the last 6 rounds. They've secured, they've slowed down the pace. They're dodging away from the meteor activating on this crazy lurk up into Link. And now just one away from tying things up. It seems like they have the answers. They know that EDG, every time on these ecos, it's been these slow walks out of mid, so they're going quickly to spot it out.
There's bodies here, though. There's a lot of bodies here for EDG. Buzz, got to be careful now. Looking for some support here. The paranoia comes in, but it's a little bit too short. I think we find the connection. And Chichu backfilling the space. Beautiful from him, but outdone by the sheer
เย้
weaponry. Kung Kung has got a curious position. If they go for this B plant for T1, the post plant gets very difficult to hold if he comes into play. But he's been noticeably absent so far with that saved operator.
The smoke refresh comes in, so they're going to take the opportunity to go for the plant. T1 might
ข้างๆจะได้หลังหรือเปล่าแค่นั้นแหละโอ้ยเล่นในไซส์ไม่ออก
EDG are leaning heavy into C, but you look at what EDG are doing at the same time, going for the slow re-wrap.
These are both kind of indicators, right? That no one's kind of fallen back. The Kung Kung's heard nothing. He's still going to be very diligent clearing towards window.
เอ้ย
He does so well.
เอาวะน่ะ
Hold on, it's game on. And now EDG
อุ้ยโอ้ยแหละคังๆแล้ว รู้หรือเปล่า ตัวแรก ถ้าตัวแรกตายมีโอกาส ไม่เอาแล้วว่าแดดหมดแล้วอะเซฟ เฮ้ย โอ้ย 10 แล้ว
It's got to be so frustrating for Kong Kong. 2 rounds back to back, he's just not allowed to play. Just lost before he can find that impact. Chichu does some annoying ratting around.
อุ้ย อันนี้ไปกินน่าได้
Smoggy finds the shot into Link. I mean, it's a nice round called even on the low buy from EDG. They have not had a consistent answer in this half. Felt fairly readable on the light buys. They're walking up every single time. On the strong buys, it's usually been a fight over A space. Apart from the one round they showed the Jet on towards Plat, and even then T1 were able to call away from it.
And it feels like I've just rolled back in time, right? It's like, okay, I see a Jet with an operator. It's not CNET anymore, but we're going to avoid him nonetheless, right? It's like, see that? We're going elsewhere. And I love the fact that T1 are respecting the impact that he's starting to have. I think that's a right call to make at 25-15. It's a much bigger performance, but EDG need to take back control of this game somehow. I mean, be it pressuring back, like they need something.
ขนาดนี้ 10
The Red Bull fan.
Don't know exactly what's going on.
No,
there.
no. Oh.
Nice to keep it a little bit lighthearted here.
Yeah, 10-10. Everyone's just like sweating.
In the midst of a comeback. But truthfully, I mean, the weird thing is because Kong Kong's had to keep saving this up, and he hasn't had the impact. T1's comp, we haven't even talked about, does very well against the operator.
Yeah.
ISO has the shield to block the first shot. Then his ultimate combined with your ultimate. They have perfect scouting to make it so hard to get consistent value. It's kind of a blessing and a curse that Kong Kong's so effective with this gun because they've kept going into it, and T1's calling has just dodged it.
And they evade him again. The operator is now towards
ข้าง
T1.
ๆข้างๆมาทุกไซต์
Seen them approach this.
ได้ไม่ได้แค่นั้นเอง
His ground this time.
ไม่ได้เห็นนะเรียบร้อย
His man takes down Stacks.
โอ้โหไลน์อัพ
Doubling down. Where did he get that from? But Simon is
มาตัด
still
แทน
here.
เลย
Enough to keep the sight. Waving the
Oh.
EDG banner until Izu barrels on up. Now Smoggy feeling surrounded. Rightly so. The counter down.
โอ้เรียบร้อย11-10 จนได้ปะเนี่ย
Was a mile away.
Hold on, Chichu's got
เอ้ยบอมตก
He's got his own.
ไม่ได้อยู่นะบอมตก
But now that gives up his position as well.
When you're 1v2, Chichu, you've got your chance.
อ๋อ
Can you
สโมกได้อยู่แต่ต้องไปในสโมกอะ
T1's comeback inevitable, Chichu.
โอ้ยเกือบได้
It falls apart. T1 taking the lead.
Just an unbelievable round out of Buzz. The fact that he's unfazed completely after this first kill goes down. He pushes forward, takes the timing.
นี่ไลน์อัพพอดีเลย
Next to each other.
Nobody's got his util out. It's just brutal. And it's all because he went for the early teleport that closed the gap. He snuck into the right side of Stack. He's in a position that no one on EDG thought he could possibly be.
The money. Look at the money. Oh my god, EDG. You're gonna have to face this with a scrappy buy. You got Guardians, you got Stingers. Yeah, Simon's got the old Smoggy as well, but these aren't easy to lean on. Ultimates here. And patience from T1. They don't want to fall into any sort of trap. Already though, proactive.
Oh, EDG.
But still, taking their time this time.
It's nice from EDG though, because the other rounds they haven't shown that A stack. Now they try and show a little bit extra presence, but T1 realized it hasn't been the walk there, so the mid walk is expected. And
Oh,
Swing not gonna get picked out
Isu.
from that angle.
So Chichu gone. Your big players now are Smoggy and Kung Kung really. The timing on this drone gonna force Kung Kung away.
Here's the drone, has to fall off the angle, and he's got no protection in garage. The Cypher out of the picture, no trips to hold his back. The hero rifle has to move
Oi.
forward.
And the
Oh,
hero
scan nun.
standing tall this time has to slip away. T1 forcing
หลอกเหรอ
back
หลอก C
front
บอมยังอยู่ B อยู่เลย
middle, the approach through C.
เขาไม่เชื่อเขายังอยู่เขา A2 เลย
EDG might be reading this though. Simon and nobody already on A site and calling
โอ้โห
for
A3 แล้ว
two.
มาแล้ว
Izu is taking the opportunity to pop the ultimate in front B. That's a great moment. 30
โอ้
seconds
ถอยไหมเนี่ย
the clock
เห็น3ไหมนะ
locked into this A hit now.
ถอย
Actually
แล้ว
not.
แต่ว่า
Away and try and fake this hit while the
เอา
spike
หลอกเข้า 2 คน
This is unbelievable. Meteor. This
โอ้โห อะไรอะสตัน
outnumbered on the
ตันปลอมปะโอ้วิดีโอโหดจัดเลยกลับเพื่อน โอ้โห วิดีโอสุดไปเลย ตันอยู่ด้วยนะ
Deep breaths now. We are watching something rather special here. 6 rounds in
ยิงได้ไงวะตันอยู่อย่างนั้น
on the verge now of taking map 2. EDG too stunned to speak.
I'm expecting a quick tempo shift from T1. Once they deal with this tripwire in garage, options to accelerate into C off the ultimates. Early canceled out. They see the players on the site, but Smoggy is here. Smoggy is
เฮ้ย
waiting
โอ้
too.
สโมกกี้บอก
EDG anchor, but T1 are not slowed down.
They needed someone, anyone to stand up, and Chichu still here, but it's
โอ้โหคิดว่าไม่ได้ เอ้า
Wait,
เราสองตัวเจ็บหนึ่ง
Sanizu in a 2v2. Simon's got ult. Surely
เฮ้ยวางทันปะโอ้โหวางไม่ทัน
maybe not.
โอ้1-1 เจ็บคู่เลย
Now and look at the HP. 10 on one side, 30 on the other.
เอาแล้ว
And it's a
โอ้โหอิสุ10-30 2-0ไปแล้ว
13 to 10, looking bulletproof at the end there.
The thickest plot armor in the game. T1 are one map away from moving to the finals.
3-0ป่ะเนี่ย ใกล้เริ่มแล้ววะ
in hand. This feels unbelievable. But surely for EDG there is a chance here. Or do you think T1 just have too much behind them now?
มาจะ3-0ไหม T1
Ever since reintroducing Sylvan into this team, they've been 6-1 this year with him in the roster, 1-3 without. It is just clicking, but EDG, they're 3-0 on this map of Fracture. They destroyed G2 on this map previously. If they are to get back into this series, it is going to start here. What looked like one of their stronger maps.
The fashion in which they approached that G2 game felt almost bullish in approach. They were so back in
ข้าง
themselves. Rightly so, they
ๆเอ้ยนีออนข้าง
Is that confidence here today? Meteor has been marvelous, and we were complimenting them, especially in map 1. For T1 at least, we've been able to divide and conquer against EDG. Izu again denies the push-up, turns the flash, he's back in the action. Where's the follow-up? No
ๆอู้
Sylvan
เฮ้ยโอ้โห
This at EDG.
ได้ละ
Make the most of it. That's 4 alive. That's got to be a plant.
Deciding to go up onto the rope, go slip and slide in through spawn to close out the round.
EDG
A little bit of the
นำไปแล้ว1 คะแนน
see out of EDG, right?
Yep.
The Sands take the double swing from Chichu and Smoggy.
In my mind, though, the spacing was a little bit better. If they traded a little bit more effectively, this little crunch coming through sand gets a bit more deadly, but just a little bit of spacing in between gives EDG the chance to actually shut down these kills.
EDG had some cool ideas though, right? Kong going up the rope and out onto Rafter trying to look over the smoke. Not something you see every day. Be really creative on your entry pathing. On this map to abuse side anchors, T1 just gonna face up 2 players, snag an orb. Put it to Sylvan to find the one.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts, but you know, I guess he gets an orb either way to an extent. But for now, there should be stability for EDG, and I feel like I've been saying that every round, and then, well, sorry, every
ต้องได้แบบ EDG แบบนี้ก็เลือกมา
somehow T1 just like proved me wrong, which is fair enough. But as it stands, EDG have site control now on both fronts. They've got a plant down. They've got a good idea of what's coming their way.
Yeah, Buzz with a
T1 ก็ต้องตัดให้ได้เยอะที่สุด
back there. It's really T1 just showing on the eco round, trying to orb max as much as possible, not giving away too much of their setup on a round like this. Could even just hold and try and play some exits. When you look at it, EDG have 3 rifles, so 2
Hey,
rounds here would be massive.
that-
One more and T1 have done real damage.
They've got a bulldog on
ไม่น่า
both
เอาป่ะน่าจะแค่อยากตัดเฉยๆป่ะ
damage, right? You're looking
เฮ้ย
to min-max, right? We don't look at round wins.
โอเค
I think we're good now. Stacks. Can he keep him on site? Can he lock him in here? Drag him down with him. Take
เฮ้ย
him down short.
โหตัดเยอะแล้วนะ
Making this cost a
โอ้
fortune. EDG will make it out of the
โหตายหมดเลย
damn. Okay, well that's not the outcome they were hoping for. But
คุมแล้ว T1 ตัดหมดเลย
I mean, the rounds are good, but that stings, right? When everything's been going against you, just to get hit one more time on the way out. Not so good. But I think now's a good time to sort of look forward to the rest of this half because T1, the way they play defense on Fracture is pretty interesting. You know, a lot of teams that look for explosive plays right at the start. They'll sort of coin flip the round, sort of try and get a read on where you're going to be hitting early and go for an aggro piece. But T1 like to do a lot more mid-round aggression. Move into some trap plays after they've seen what you're giving them.
Kong looks singular in approach, doesn't he? Focused.
โอ้
The goal, but he doesn't manage to connect towards where he wants to. Buzz is still
Wait,
very much alive
don't-
and on top. Stacks already prized out Kong.
Ooh.
Here, T1 lock it down. Chichu swept
They got-
aside.
หาย2นะ
First one looking pretty secure on that.
I like the way Buzz was repositioning on top site there. Dodging away from the stun, taking those angles pretty cleanly.
I'm waiting to see the money find any stability, right? And it's just not. It feels very volatile for them. We've seen a couple of weaker weapons coming in here in all occasions.
Yeah, this next round's going to be make or break, especially for EDG. Down on relatively low money, both breaches. Just one off of the Rolling Thunder. So we're looking at Econ swing, we're looking at ult swing. Potentially 2 or more rounds riding on the result of this.
Buzz's curiosity peeking here a little. The Boombot reveal at least early presence towards A main.
So they see the A main presence, they hear the zip line being taken down onto the south side, but it's a great timing found on
ข้าง
See, Izu was going for that walk because they got the calm of the zip
ๆมา
line.
บีอ่ะ
That's a layered approach from EDG.
ไปโยนหมวก
Open up a
ใช่ไหม
kill for Kong.
That's huge. And you can see trying to keep an eye on this now is also Meteor.
มาโยนหมวกไหมน่าโยนหมวกแล้ว
Coming out on top. That's big
ตุ๊บ
actually. Good info on this.
ตุ๊บ
Players towards B. Do you dare carry on forwards? We get the upgrade at the very least. Do you then pivot back towards A?
ไม่เอาไหมไป
Start moving out of there.
บัตต้องตัดได้นะบัต
So faint though, but
Bus.
again, you got to look at who's still shouldering A.
เรียบร้อยได้ละ
Done for deleted. That should be the red carpet rolled out. They don't know how much success. I mean, maybe they could read it off the back of the cipher information that came through earlier. But yeah, the site's theirs.
Yeah, Meteor deciding to go on a flank, but he's stuck on a tripwire. Now EDG are aware of A main being a potential problem. They've got two players there ready to deal with Meteor.
This looks like a meticulous round though from EDG.
Yeah.
It's what the doctor ordered.
The late insurance of Chichu on drop as well is exactly what they want.
Flash to play in Meteor though. Has a glance, Smoggy one side, two the other, isolates one.
อุ้ยไม่โด
Don't think he makes it out of this alive.
โอ้ถ้าได้อีกก็
One can trade in. Yes,
สุดยอดไปแล้ว
actually stacks. I lied to you. He gives it a damn good go, but three more.
เฮ้ย
Surely
ไว
not.
สวิง
Trying to back off for stacks here.
ไปละ
The time's just no good.
There's just no time to play, and Chichu being where he was just such an unknown factor. But these rounds are close, but this pacing coming out from EDG feels much calmer, much, better considered here on the approaches so far. I liked what they did then, honestly. Yeah, a little bit off the back of Kong doing what he did, but it was the read of that contact in A main.
Exactly. Again, they pulled that rotator, that flank coming in, off of the audio of the zip line to make that pick even happen in the first place. And then because of clearing out A main on this hit into that side of the map, they hold on to the breach ult. So Rolling Thunder is going to be available if they need that, because Team 1, they're just going for the half buy here, carrying over what they can from the last. But this is what sort of builds a very solid half for EDG. This is kind of what happened against them back on Haven in the second half when T1 got all that momentum.
It cements those foundations, right? It gives you that nice bit to lean back to. You have big art on Simon.
Hey.
Here, Kong already lovely towards Buzz, but he can't escape. T1 want to crunch it. They want to have a little bit of a biff themselves. And they pull
โอ้โหลอย
here. That's wild. Stacks on the swing.
แตก
Takes out
ขยี้เป้าไปปะ
still a 3v3, and look at the weapons.
It's ugly. Izu was trying to find some kind of a rifle. Now calls in Sylvan, so it's a Sheriff and a Bucky. Right flush with the smoke.
A Bucky here ain't bad, but surely it doesn't get the reward it
Oh,
wants.
they know the door's stuck open. They know someone's here.
They've got to be heads on a swivel about this, but they can't really disrespect the cycle on the smoke.
ไปบีแต่มาเอหมดแล้ว
So they peel away.
They're well called round. Choosing to go 3 on a zip line. That's dangerous to say the least, but Chichu had the
หลอกก่อนว่า
cleared the
ไปบีแล้วก็หนสลิงเข้าเอ
Observers ready. See if anyone's gonna just, be on the side waiting. No one is there.
I think they go drop. 'Cause they know A main had
เจสอย่างล้
Now they clear, no one had pushed out from B.
30 seconds left.
Good news for Izu is he's not exposed to the actual drop angle, and with only 25 seconds left, there's options to stall away with the Teo util to force players out into their crosshairs, but they're going on a walk too early. They've lost the timing to try and kill the spike.
Okay, so Plant's gonna be there. They do get the upgrades though. Sylvan's got himself a
10
Phantom.
seconds left.
So they are back in this, but Redwell, nobody shouldering this.
อุ้ย
Doesn't matter apparently. Gonna find Sylvan
โอ้
nice on the second. And the whole time Meteor was pretty much disconnected from this fight, kind of waiting, wondering if it was gonna be that B hit. It wasn't. The 3 from EDG navigating these puzzling problems very well.
เมทัลไม่น่าได้หรอก ได้ก็เกินไป
He's ahead of it. Meteor, thank you, Simon. There we are, EDG. Make it out of there with 2 standing. And again, it's not the flashy rounds that we know EDG can have, but these well-navigated mid-rounds that are working for them.
It's composed though, right? And I think that's what we needed to see from EDG. We know they can be flash, we know they can be explosive when they need to be. But after that, where it's a little bit messy, T1 get a few kills even on the eco. To call it through, go north side, identify that weakness is good. Now, those ultimates come into play. So T1 are back on a bye, but EDG have Rolling Thunder. Kong can dip into the old Smoggy too.
Nobody's only one away as well. Like, they are all getting real close to that kind of full hand of impact ults. But Chichu, damn, that is clean. Yeah, Buzz just gets his head ripped off.
That was the showstopper too. I mean, EDG are just full contact killing T1.
เฮ้ยเมโทโอพลาดนะเนี่ย
And I said they weren't flashy, and I've told you, an absolute porcupine. Bloody hell, what on earth?
โดนประเด็นแบบนี้โดน
Contacted two sites.
จะรีเวิร์สสวิปป่ะเนี่ย
Runs in and wins.
I feel like I'm doing a disservice to the EDG players, being like, oh yeah, they can use these ultimates to secure the round. No, they just need guns.
That was the most EDG round I've seen. Just walked up, battered two of them, and we're like, sick. Kung, slide in. Yeah, can't wait to watch that one back. Good luck, T1. I don't know what's happened in between these maps, but someone's had a chat to EDG. They've turned up and they look pretty sharp by all accounts, right? For Simon, 1 HP. Stay on Simon for me. Is he LAN experience? Scanning round, yeah. Looking for.
I mean, there's only so
Psychic
many
players.
places he can be at this point.
Right? I don't know if the crowd loves or hates a save,
Yeah,
but they
I'm
seem
not
thrilled
quite
by
sure.
it. They seem absolutely enamored.
Oh.
Oh, they love a save. Can't get
Going
enough.
out easier there.
But yeah, I want to see this replay. Like, look at these fights. Sick.
Oh, and it's right on Buzz's
Sick.
jiggle too.
And then Kung doing this is just. Yeah, this. Yeah, fair enough.
Fade away.
Yeah, fair play. That's 3 just belting shots. Oh, one was through smoke. Good. There's the crowd loving the save again. 1 to 5 though. What are you meant to do for T1 here? Because this does feel like EDG have started the ball rolling well, and we've seen this before, but they found these in a multitude of ways. This hasn't just been that kind of one-off heavy hitter having form here. We've just seen 3 players basically pound for pound outdo people, but also the way they got to that 6th round was through a composed approach. They were playing the map well. It wasn't just heavily dependent on individual influence.
I think what T1 have shown now in a few of their rounds, especially on the ecos, but even in a couple of the buys, when EDG find a few openers and then the round resets, right? Because apart from the last round, EDG have slowed down the pace in the mid-round. T1 have started walking and trying to, take advantage of some potential gaps. And I think EDG have dealt nicely with that. They've played a very grouped approach in these mid-rounds. And if I'm coming in here from T1, I'm thinking, okay, instead of committing to the flanks in the mid-round, let's commit to maybe some more limited re-clears or some heavier stacks, lean 1-3, 1-4 on sides of the map, because EDG have done a lot of re-hits.
I guess this also then does get brought into the bigger picture. It's quite early for this conversation, but we will start lightly looking at kind of map pool depth and best of 5, right? This is something where EDG historically have got a very good record, highlighted at the start of the day, and will echo throughout if it does become more and more relevant. But this would have to be a reverse sweep if we're going to have the conversation at 5 to 1 here in map 3. It is a long and hard road to walk for EDG, but they could certainly take some steps towards it here.
Meteor looking with the Marshall, and actually leaves Izu on the close angle. Good drone's going to push them back off the side. And an ultimate now.
มาแล้ว
They felt they needed it.
อ่ะ
Lined up, but Kung gonna springboard in, and why not?
โอ้โหมองสโมก
He's on the trade, but now he's in a bit of a predicament, just kept safe by the smoke.
โอ้ยเอ้า
Okay, and Sylvan. Oh, free gun. Lovely. Have a go on that. Ult comes in. This is all getting sloppy. It's all getting messy. It's down to Buzz and Sylvan, at least for T1.
โอ้
As EDG and all that chaos just looks so composed still. They plant their feet, find security, get themselves a plant.
Buzz once again goes over the tripwire, but he was hurt. Yeah, EDG full on holding him. Going up 6 to 1 now, and you think, okay, Rolling Thunder may be an overcommitment.
ไม่ใช่โดนรีเวิร์สสวิปนะที่วัน
So I don't mind that just to guarantee the round.
มาดีแล้วสนามขอ2-0
Orbital strike from Sylvan. So not a bad round at all, especially with nobody catching a couple of those real nice kills. Okay. Brimstone thinks it's all right.
You're right. Simon burning that one ult to ensure a round outcome. Fair play.
Operator purchased Buzz. First time we're seeing the look from him. NT's fully spotted. And
Oh
start.
my god.
เฮ้ยตายเหรอพัด
Buzz barely alive, but
ข้างๆโอ้โหเขาจ่ายเยอะมากเลย
Just on his own, walked into A main, out into sand. Meteor full clears him and takes him down.
4-3
EDG out of sorts in the round. They've seen 4 towards the A side, so they're going to speed up into B. But T1 with Meteor ultimate available on the retake should be everything they need to get back on the board.
That's a spike held back here. Can't even get the plant fast. Gonna try and
On the north side
yeah,
too.
you're spot on. There is a look to try and go through tower to try and get the cross, but the cross is it could be threatened. They know that.
โอ้
Swing together. All good. Meteor
3-3 แล้ว
crashing back down to earth. And slow lurk coming into play now as well. Layers upon layers here. Chichu trying to hold the line. Pressure towards CT. It's Smoggy waiting over towards that dice side too. Chichu's got a lot of eyes on him. He tries to fall away for a second, reset the tempo.
อุ้ยสไน
Starting to build back in, but Smoggy succeeds.
ทันปะเนี่ย
From Dice.
อ้าว
Already Sylvan ahead, but Chichu's reposition might just be heaven sent, but he's been hurt.
โอ้ยิงพลาด
Oh my god!
โอ้ยจิโช
Out of nowhere! The reposition perfect!
ยิงพลาด
First felt fated, and the second unbelievable.
ตะขบไม่ได้ขึ้นปะสไน
No business winning that round. But it's Chichu and the Red Bull clutch to carry it through. I mean, look, Buzz gets the classic kill. Nobody tried to take that timing. But then from getting that opener and then the reposition, T1's going to be kicking themselves for the missed shot on Buzz for giving Chichu that window.
In fact, he pathed all the way around. EDG, signs of life here, right? Heart starting to beat a little louder. 7-1. Gonna go down without a fight.
T1 have walked all the way up on nobody. This guy's way off sides. No one to help him out, so EDG have to speed up on the other.
I don't think Kung needs any encouragement.
Kung
actually.
Kung.
Flying through regardless. Stacks gonna get put to bed early.
เพื่อนถ้ากันไม่ได้เลยจบเลยนะเฮ้ยโอ้
Three big kills.
โอ้ยต้องชนะแล้วขนาดนี้แล้วบัส
I wasn't familiar with what you could be doing here, but Kung Kung's still alive.
จะอ๋อบอมดรอป
You got more for us. Kung Kung forced to pop the ult under
Oh.
pressure. Looking to throw.
โอ้
He looks out of his mind right now, supported by
ชิป
Meteor.
ตี้
What a round.
He's a headhunter. He's a trained assassin. Buzz just wills that round to T1.
How's he done this?
Just
โอ้ยคิน
the precision.
Oh, that's poetry. That is
สุดจัด
poetry.
อินจัดเลยอะ
Christ. But that is a bright spark in a very dark map for T1. Their second round, it's the only one that they've really had that individual upswing on, other than that it has been the EDG show here on this side. And again, Kung Kung looking like he's just been given a red
8-4 ก็น่าเกลียดไปเนี่ยไม่รู้เลย
running this map.
All the way up in towards heaven. T1 spot him out.
2 บอมปกติมันน่าเป็นแมปกันไหมแต่นี้
Abandoning the angle. Look at the confidence.
He just keeps fighting. Maybe this is that confidence builder, right?
อุ้ยไม่ได้เอ้ย
Pieces remind him
โอ้
who you are.
โอ้ย
T1
โอ้เทกันจะหยุดเลย
putting up a fight now.
The spike. The spike is in.
ทีวันน่าจะได้แล้ว
Okay, well,
บอมดรอปด้วยได้แล้วล่ะ
been a little bit too far.
And Chichu's on 5 HP, so it all is on nobody. He's regrouped back into the B site, now into the spawn.
There's no way this gives him a window,
And
right?
T1 have given the spike up.
Okay, just nobody.
โอ้ย
Needs a 1v.
ไปบี
Gets the spike, has 40 seconds. He's gonna know where
เราเลือดเยอะด้วยแต่ก็เต็มคู่อ่ะ
But he's gonna hazard a guess that B's the best chance for him. We make up for what felt like a real fumble earlier in this one. Aren't gonna come in nice and open.
About 5 different angles he could choose to hold at the end of this, even outnumbered 1v2. This is by no means simple for T1.
Got a bit of util, but so does nobody. Good stall here for the plant. Gonna use that boombot to clear close. Gonna be going in a little blind.
จะบอกนะโดนตัด1วิ่งมาแบบโล่งๆเลยเพื่อน
The angle.
โอ้
They're gonna
นี่
see
โอ้เรียบร้อยละ
That's huge from Buzz. That now puts Stacks in control of this to keep control of the push through to buy them time. They have to respect the util on the spike itself. And a 1v1 is not what
ยื้อ
you're
ไว้ละ
expecting. Staxy's through the
สแต็ก
damage,
บอก
does
ยิง
the
เลย
damage. You're gonna get the defuse, but this is not how you give a window of chance, right? This is not how this opens up even an opportunity, right?
74แล้วปะหรือ73
Stop it! No, 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 no. They got 3 rounds, right? 2 back to back though.
2 back-to-back, and you saw what happened once the floodgates opened in the second half of Haven.
No, no, no. Why am I feeling like the calm before the storm?
75ไปเพื่อน
Quell
วินนี้ต้องได้
like
74 ก่อนเลย
threats, EDG. Come out of this. Oh, we've got sheriffs.
74 ก่อนเลยวินนี้ยังไงต้องได้
And okay, Simon's won off a Rolling Thunder. It's not impossible, but it's certainly improbable. Especially now that Buzz has the up back. He's had a very slow start to the map, but ever since...
Nice!
Oh, come on! I was just about to say ever since he got...
Oh, nobody!
One sheriff round, he's been lights out.
โดนอีโคอีกปะเนี่ย
More of that. Keep it coming. This is knife's edge stuff for Meteor, though. He's got problems just about everywhere. Hong Kong slipped the net. They have no idea he's this far ahead. And with Simon kind of doing that, it doesn't give away that there's a player this far up. Hong Kong's off the leash right now. He's behind the wire. They're trying to stun out. Oh!
Strike.
Simon saves the day, though. Hong Kong was played in.
แล้วยังไม่ได้วางด้วย
His reward. And Tillman's still staying alive, dodging around every piece of util.
Oh.
Meteor now digs in deeper. Izu in support.
อิสุ
T1's trying to come together now.
เอาแล้วถ้า 75 นี่ก็ไม่ห่างเลยนะ
T1 navigated that site beautifully. Bright Sylvan, the last second, is able to save his teammate up into tower.
30 ป่ะนี่
To group and play off one another. They're now within a spitting distance. And almost missed it because he was trying to stall out main with the molly. No one thought that Hong Kong could be up in sight already. And Pansy.
สตอรี่นี้ถ้าทีวันเข้าไปแล้วได้แชมป์นี่คือแบบ
Explosive. We've got a
King Korea
We've got 3 ults for EDG, and EDG ready to attack into B.
EDG, step by step. Getting closer now. Chichu on the other side of the map.
Oh, that's a tell
Izu,
though.
yeah, that's a big amount of info as well.
Because nobody's has defaulted A lobby basically every single round trying to take that fight.
But again, they do have Simon's ult here that could be brought into play. And they're just going on this one. This feels brazen, it feels bold, this feels mad. Is there any place to be safe? No. EDG storming the gates. Izu trying to play this back in, but lost in the
เฮ้ย
spot, as is
วิ่งเอาเท่ากันแล้วเอ้า
But T1 coming
เปรียบเทียบเฉย ADG
3v2. Suddenly, Brimstone ult comes flying in from above. Simon and
วิ่งผ่านสโมกกันเลย
the plant yet. They got 47 seconds to figure this out.
They don't even have the site anymore. They've just gone ahead and left it. Using
ไป A ปะ
final smoke to try and threaten some kind of a walk up. But pretty soon they're going to have to start running and make their way over into A. And the post plant, it's not going to be so easy. Looks like Smog, if he can get the spike down, if Simon can toss that over to him, he'll have the ultimate, he'll have the molly. But they still can't just play offsite. They're going to have to fight T1.
Trying to make that cross. No one there for the challenge. You're looking at
They're
Simon
planting for spawn.
to slip CT, having a fight on this, trying to be the instigator, the difference maker. But this is a brutal angle to try and get more than one on. And Smoggy, he's gone away with the reposition, doesn't get spotted. Stacking up now. They want to fight, they want to ball, they want to force the
Ui.
hand. Simon gets one, but
โอ้
one is not enough. T1
57
closing the gap on the scoreboard. I am petrified. That one round
อยู่ที่ปืนพกแหละ
might have given
ถ้าได้ปืนพกก็น่าจะ 77
T1.
T1 found something special towards the close of this half. You can feel it in the air. They can taste it. Just 8 more rounds separating them from the grand final.
Red Bull gives you wings. Had it with your old phone? We've got you.
At Verizon, trade in any old phone for iPhone 16 Pro on us on any plan. And get iPad and Apple Watch Series 10, all 3 on us. That's up to $2,000 in value. Only on Verizon.
ฝากชาวเน็ตที่นั่นนะครับจะไปตี้ที่ไหนก็แล้วแต่นะครับก็ต้องพกครับแค่ดื่มหลังตี้หรือหลังตื่นนอนโพการิสเวทเครื่องดื่มไอออนดริงก์ครับคุณภาพมาตรฐานจากญี่ปุ่นครับผมบรรเทาอาการเมาค้างช่วยฟื้นฟูร่างกายจากอาการอ่อนเพลียครับที่มีสาเหตุมาจากร่างกายของเราขาดน้ำนะครับผมดื่มไปแล้วจะสดชื่นสุดๆครับพร้อมที่จะไปตี้กันแบบยับๆแล้วครับถ้ารู้แน่ว่าหนักวันนี้นะครับเดี๋ยวผมรีบทักหาโพการิสเวทเลยคุณเดินเข้าไปในร้านสะดวกซื้อเปิดตู้แล้วคุณเห็นปุ๊บคุณหยิบมาเตรียมมาเลยว่าคืนนี้หนักแน่นอน
โอ้ยจะไปคอนเสิร์ตกันสายแล้วไปขึ้นรถไฟเหรอฉลาดมากไม่มีเงินสดไม่มีปัญหาใช้บัตรวีซ่าแต่เข้ารถไฟใต้ดินได้กว่า800ที่ทั่วโลกวีซ่าไปทุกที่ที่ใจอยากตีด
5-7 now. The scoreline becomes imperative. There's hope among this T1 side after a rather daunting start here. EDG came out swinging, Ender. They look great in those first early couple of rounds. Fantastic. But then the
เอาแล้ว
They were so
ปืนพกเนี่ยแหละวัด
until T1
ถ้าทีวันได้ปืนพกนี้ก็หนาวแล้ว EDG
throwing it away all in the flanks. It all really started once Buzz got the sheriff in hand. He stole the round. He had that eco with the 4K, 4 headshots. But EDG is still equal.
Cypher
Coming in with the advantage.
เฮ้ย nobody นี่ว่ะ
This is still favored territory for them.
ชิบหายแล้วเข้าไปละ
EDG now. Pressure. Starting to mount. Starts with a pistol.
อุ้ยข้าง
Close up that scoreline, take it away. Really stark contrasts as rewards for winning this.
Nobody is all on his own. This is such a hard spot to play. Do you jump up? Do you get into smoke? He's looking for timing.
Yeah, feeling like he wants to
ๆโอ้พลาดอีสุพลาด
He just wants to stay alive more than
เฮ้ย โอ้
now.
โอ้ย
Isolating Buzz. The plant is in.
They're opening door. They're trying to put some pressure into main, but Izu has played so far away. He's going to be such a big problem.
Yeah, Izu down the line could be an issue, but Smoggy aware. Lovely from him. Heads upward. Sylvan fights out towards. Whoa, Meteor! Relax now, Smoggy. Gonna keep advantage to EDG with the defuse coming in on the second half.
Wild that it comes down to a 1v1 again. But EDG finally breaking up that string of rounds that T1 had found for themselves. Kong finding the opener too.
Yeah, it felt like a necessary breath here, right? Like a little bit of a breath of fresh air. The fact that Smoggy caught out Izu felt huge to me, because that could have been such a big impact. Players coming late, a little bit of util still in play. I mean, Meteor and Sylvan tried to make a damn good go of it, got real
Hey.
close. You can see it.
what
Real close, but a solid step.
ทำไมโดนอ่ะแต่ก็ปืนแย่อยู่
And you can see that there's no hurry
แล้ว
for
เลือด
T1 to try and overinvest here. Just gonna be that sheriff on Meteor.
ไม่น่า
We'll see if EDG can keep shutting Buzz out of these rounds. Apart from the sheriff, he's been fairly low impact compared to his usual self. But as I see,
EDG น่าจะได้แต่จะเสียเท่าไหร่แค่นั้นเอง
another eco.
You don't do this. You don't do this. There's no way.
Oh.
you can get away with it again, right? We've got two bulldogs. We've got SMGs. We've got util. EDG now, level in numbers as well. Izu gonna be forced back. They're trying to find their fight towards Arcade, but nobody does really well here. Now it feels likely they're up towards the tower side. Kung wants to take the space. He's having a go at it. And yeah, he's gonna get his marked man. EDG weather the storm. It got a little dicey. They deliver and get up to 9.
Great util on that tower re-clear. First the initial stall, then the flash. Scaling off it nicely too. Sure, even when things get a little bit difficult, nobody's going to be there as some late insurance. But I think the buzz thing might be real. Again, half his kills just came from the single round with the sheriff. Hong Kong's had his number.
ต้องได้ที่วันโอ้โอ้
Up to take these early fights. T1 geared up for a split over into the B site. See how quickly they end up taking this. Seems to be fast.
Yeah, it looks pacey, doesn't it? I mean, they could always shift gear, but now they want to go, especially with Buzz doing this, right? This is quick. Chichu, life on the line, but he's managing to make it out of the maelstrom pretty much alive until then. Buzz, big, back-to-back damage, takes sight, takes control. T1 there. That's a quick plant. They are instantly
ไม่รู้ป่ะเนี่ย
EDG showing 3 players coming in on the flank. Looks like Simon got cut off by the wall too, so they have to slow down, take their time.
โอ้เสียแค่1ไม่เยอะ
It is still just the bonus here for EDG, right? But you don't want to see 5 against you. 5 walking out with all that cash, all those prizes. And Sylvan might be the one to stop him before it starts. Big flank, big timing. A whole lot of players to do some big damage to. Nice between him and Buzz. Now can close. Not this time. No more weapons to be
กลัวแบบสตอรี่มาทีวันเข้าชิงแต่ไม่ได้แชมป์อ่ะ
Such a clean anti-bonus there.
อุตส่าห์ตายจากสายล่างมา
T1 in a great position to play this next round. Keep things competitive. Keep things close. But we're still a little ways away on the ults.
Okay. I like what we've seen there, at least from T1 to show they have that gear to go to. That pacey look coming in. Kung now, ult is ready for him. Is that something they want to be leaning towards early in this game? Stamp that authority on there. He looked almost over-aggressive to an extent, right? Really trying to stamp his authority on that first half.
บัสเฮ้ยรู้ได้ไงอ่ะ
Another split off a breach done in Hong Kong Arcade, but now they can quickly rotate over.
โอ้
It's going to spot the one player, but EDG
โอ้
aren't going to be fooled at all.
โอ้ยังได้อยู่เทรดกัน
Stop this
มันมากเลย
Did Buzz hear that though?
ดูไม่ทันเลย
That little drop. Affordable, but now a little uncomfortable. Buzz gonna still just go in for it. Oh, he's hunting him down! But he lets one slip. They don't know about it. Buzz still going. Still trying to find his man. He's lost him in the smoke. He's lost him in this complete madness. It was Izu in the end to come out of the bloodbath alive.
นัวจัดจัด
Just insanity. I thought Buzz's entry pathing was perfection there. Going into the smoke for the first kill, then turning around to help his teammates.
ทุกอย่างเกิดขึ้นไวมาก
It's coming in. You'll see his
Look
POV
at
here,
this.
right? This kill then turning around because you know that the defender's going to be flooding back in from those sites.
ชามเอา
That was sheer pandemonium though. Like, look at the amount of bodies that died on that site. These 2 rounds. Of course, just enough worry. Just enough that they want to slow things down for EDG. They have a buffer still. We're at 7-9. But when we talk about pressure, I know the Deaths did as well at the start of the day. We never really put team EDG as someone to feel that pressure. They always thrived in it. Actually, if anything, got better in it. Now we've got a real challenger in the form of T1 here, who seem unfazed by all of EDG's past accolades, and they are getting close on this scoreboard.
It's sort of wild, right? T1 coming in with some of the lowest expectations of the tournament as Pacific's number 2 team, right? Losing that first match against Vitality, you discount them almost instantly. Like, what are they doing switching around their roster? Like, it doesn't make sense. Play with the guy you stuck in first. Everyone looking foolish after what Sylvan and this team have been able to do since then. 6-1 this year with him in the roster. I mean, this combination of old and new, right? Buzz and Stacks have been together since the Vision Strikers days, rejoining now with Izu and Sylvan, the younger players. In moments like this, still managing to step up, it's nothing short of impressive.
You look at the bite for EDG, you've got to feel like this could be an 8th. Now, they still have some ults here though, that could change things. Smoggy gets a kill. You've suddenly got the orbital strike as well. A lot could be had here. T1 as well, walking into 4 players.
Hong Kong's hero rifle is up in arcade. And it's a little difficult for T1 to exec into this B side without any pressure on the north side. So either move back into A or re-clear underpass, you'd imagine. Unless you're willing to commit the rolling thunder.
Had to make a quick play, but still, this is 4 standing and a plant now on their side. Kung is en route through by Dish, I guess, but that's what they did need. Smoggy now has ult.
พี่วันจะแชมป์ปะเนี่ย
The site's completely clear.
Just about everyone's got ult. Kong Kong could chuck the rifle over to Chichu and pop the laser hands if he wants to.
They are playing so far off site here. Look how deep T1 are sitting. They are banking on stacks to be their backbone here. Kong Kong, he's going for it.
อุ้ยคังคัง
Slowly going for it.
เราจะอันติตายแต่ได้ครึ่งแล้ว
Fast forward. They have to get back. The volley.
โอ้ยทันไหมโอ้ได้ทันเฉย
He just gets it like that.
คัส
Throw two ultimates into the post plant, combo the utility, and just by a sliver, EDG are able to.
ทันเฉย
God, that was close. The util, as you said, a fraction of a second earlier could have been the difference on this. Error was getting half, and here it is on completion. Blooming
ทันเฉยเลยอ่ะ
close as you like.
ไม่น่าชนะ
Red Bull clutch for him though. He'll be over the moon with that, keeping EDG now up to 10, spurring them
What?
forward. But it's a
อุ้ย ไอสุโกรธแล้ว
Smoggy and Kong Kong left in tatters. And now the site looks vulnerable.
Nobody has sped up on the flank, broke the wall,
แต่ก็ยังไม่ห่างอยู่ดีอ่ะ
flying to approach from the north side. So EDG have to slow down the retake. They can't be flooding out here. They need to wait for nobody.
But have the patience, the discipline to wait. Izu's position might be a checkmate on nobody.
He's been so good today.
I mean, he
ได้ไหม
started this one off. Might be the one to
ไม่รู้เลยว่ามา
He's gonna identify where nobody is. It does force the hand now of the other two to start working forward. Peekaboo.
ถอยไหมสกิล
Izu just holding the space.
โอ้
Sylvan
80 แล้ว
He was down by a fraction before. This time, 4 players standing for T1.
I just can't believe the work Izu is able to do consistently.
They're 2 rounds away.
On every possible agent. Dude, we haven't seen him play the duelist today. He's still putting up numbers. He's still having rounds like this.
We are 2 rounds away from all even. And I'm going to tell you about the money. If you can't see it yet, you'll see it now. It ain't good for EDG. We're down to sheriffs. We're on classics.
Let's have some fun.
This is looking like maybe 9. And then we're 1 away. This game could close up here. But T1 still need to stick true to this so far. EDG dangerous as ever. Have a look at Kong Kong.
ถ้าตอนนี้ได้ก็ 90
Out and about.
ไม่ห่างแล้ว
Stretching the leg.
ต้องได้เลยเขาอีโคเพื่อน
Never read, but they certainly don't have the site control now.
It's just every round EDG going for these flanks. Nobody always pushing out from the
เฮ้ย
south.
วาง
The
ยอมตายไป
ultimate
เนี่ย
thrown in. EDG
ยอมตาย
play the 4v5, but they've only got 3 sheriffs to their name.
They are actually scrapping for this one. They are actively trying to fight on this with very, very little to their name.
ดันออกมา
He has so many players in front of him. He doesn't get the shot he
อุ้ย
wants. Nice to
โอ้ แต่
come
ได้
down
อยู่
covered. T1 trying to come together, but EDG from nothing making mountains out of molehills. A meteor about to be out.
โอ้ยทิปตี้
The odds against them, and it
แบบ
doesn't
นี้
matter.
EDG น่าจะได้
rounds.
You've got to just love watching EDG play. I mean, you are at risk of getting 3-0'd. And
Tiếp
you're
đi
tossing the
sưởi.
ultimates into a round 5v5 with absolutely nothing. A full-on MasterCard thrifty for them. And it works. The combination of the stun and the Brim ultimate from
นี่
the
ถึงจะใช้เวลายิงนานเกิน
and a couple of nice shots is what they needed.
โอ้
The fact they can dig that deep is
โอ้โห
unbelievable.
โค้ดทุบแบบไม่ชอบมาก
Dunk almost. Teed up for T1. Not to be, ever to be underestimated EDG, no matter the money.
ๆถ้า EDG ตีตื้นมาได้มันจะ
Showstopper on
โมเมนตัมเหวี่ยงไหมเนี่ย
He can come flying out from drop.
2-1
They have called this though. No one's on the site. There's 3 players flanking on the north side.
เอ้ย
Potentially speed this one up.
ไม่มีใครอยู่ในไซต์
This rocket surely doesn't find anyone. Chichu needs to get out of spawn.
น่าถอยรอรีเทคแล้ว
All good.
But already T1 they're
มีอันติด้วย
They know EDG
อุ้ย
to be pushing and it's Meteor to find the first.
อุ้ยเจ็บอยู่นะครั้ง
He's left in bits.
ๆเรียบร้อย
Bruised. He can't make it through the thorns. Meteor holds
ปืน
his
ไปหน่อยค
ground.
รั้ง
They are pouring everything again into this
โอ้จ่ายอันติด้วยโอ้เมเทโอ
It's just out of this world right now in this round. Chichu and nobody trying to pry these final players out of these positions, but they're well set up. To be able to divide them now would be spectacular. And it doesn't look like it's to be fighting tooth and nail, giving everything he has.
2-1 ถ้าได้ก็
But he has no
เก่งอะ
cards, he barely has any HP, and he's certainly
ไม่ทันละ
running damn low on time. T1 taking another
11-9
step back here at 9-11.
What's the money gonna look like for EDG? It wasn't pretty going into that, and again, they're just gonna have 2 rifles.
God, they're pouring on barely.
ช่วงอันนี้ข้างๆรีบมาก็เลือดเหลือน้อยแล้ว
Viewers consistently able to find rounds like this. So good.
Look what they've got. It's a bulldog, a vandal.
อันติบีส
Again, it is. They made it work with less
อัน
before.
ติใหญ่ทั้งนั้นเลย
How do they paint this masterpiece?
EDG มีไซเฟอร์มีบีส
Rolling Thunder.
อันนี้มีบีสกับ
Last eco, and they won with it.
They find
ตัวใหม่
it. Yeah, okay,
เท
so
โอ
this
หรืออะไรอะ
That's the rifle. Gonna be now etched into their minds, but they pick up.
ออบยูทีม
One goes unchecked. There's still threat here.
อ้าว
There's still a big
เทรด
chance
ไป
in the trade, though. Stack's gonna keep it at least on even.
ก็ไม่เสียนะ
Still in the smoke.
มันได้ละ
He won this time, isolating the players, and Smoggy not able to make much of that position in the
10-11 แล้ว
barrel closer.
โอ้อันติใช้ไปแค่บีส
Nearly in touching distance to EDG. On 11.
ได้มาใหม่อีก2อันติด้วย
Right in hand here though, EDG. If there was a round to make it matter, to make it count, it would be now.
I just want to know if EDG are going to change the playbook. They have just done so many of these flanks trying to blow open the rounds. But I think T1 have dealt with it so nicely. They've
แบบนี้
identified
EDG
the
ต้องได้
tendency of EDGs.
เรานี้ EDG ต้องได้นะ ไม่ได้จน
Rounds here and there, but it's not like T1 are shocked by the things
มันจะขึ้น 12 นะ ถ้าเรานี้ไม่ได้อะเฮ้ย
Nobody. What a start. I
ไม่รู้สโมก
feels like he's
What?
waiting for that one and someone answered that time. But Buzz quick to business. Straight up towards tower here.
This is awkward. No control coming in from the south side. So Buzz just
อุ้ย
moving on the warpath. Nobody still ratting it out on center
Oh.
side, but T1 are knocking
3-2 เฉยเลย
EDG members.
Spot on, but then
Let's
the
go
I told you it doesn't matter the numbers, it doesn't matter
โอ้
the
โอ้
odds, it's
จาน
still
ติ
gonna
สู้ไป
fight
เลย
Can't showing you why.
จานติเร็วไปปะ
Sylvan now brings it back to 2v2, but the spike is down. The time is ticking. Can they find these two players? Stacks. The
โอ้
icon
วนกัน
on
เป็น
the
ลูกเลยเพื่อน
side. The young gun of Izu beside him. And now it's all about timing. Izu's trying to stall them out.
อุ้ยข้าง
And he takes
ๆ ถอยวนละ
leaving Simon
ได้ไปค้นหา
in
แล้ว
all the trouble. A 1v2 that he can't find, surely.
หาคนหนึ่งไม่เจอบีส
But he's lost track of Stacks. And Stacks
11-11 แล้วน่าจน
to 11 apiece.
แต่คังใช้อันติไปยัง Neon
And EDG running low on time now.
มีแวว 3-0 นะเนี่ย
For Stack and Buzz, this is their
เนี่ยยิงช้าไปหน่อย
their 10th global event they have attended. They have never made it to the final. The best they
ใช้อันติเราด้วย
2022
แล้วตาหน้าน่าจะจน
top 3. They faltered then. But it
เครียดแล้ว EDG
nothing can stop this duo now. They're no longer in a Vision Strikers uniform. They're not in a DRX jersey, but in T1 representing Korea, representing Pacific.
ทำเอา
Now just 2 more to
ใครท
take China and face down G2.
Breathe it in. Take
แชมป์โลกน่าจะ EDG แล้วล่ะ
11 apiece.
แชมป์โลกล่าสุดจะไปแล้วเหรอ
Scrappy throughout. Can't say they haven't been. First 2 maps,
11-11
take it or leave it. This one, they fought. They've been close. But close doesn't get close enough against T1 right now. The string of rounds they've gone on, it's 3 consecutive here. And the buy coming back in for EDG is not pretty. They've been suffering from that lower end of the money. Suffering throughout this game. Kang invested his ult into that last round. He ain't got that now. This could be 12 for T1.
The consistent question for EDG when they start faltering is who will step up? Who will be the hero for this team? We have seen this event, it beat Chichu so consistently. We've seen Kong Kong at Champions throughout EDG's history be the guy. Nobody too, always willing to face up and take a 1v1.
ต้องซื้อ
Just need someone to
แต่ซื้อไม่ซื้อเยอะ
This round, eyes on Kong Kong with the hero rifle.
บางครั้งเป็นฮีโร่บาย
The icon for the side Kung Kung as well, right? The guy who put them on the map to an
ซื้อบอลทุก
now needs to stand tall.
ซื้อพวกบอมมาเนี่ยที่วันจะรู้ไหมเนี่ย
First here looks like it looks explosive.
จบตั้งแต่เข้าบอมแน่เลย
Smoggy somehow needs to find something. He can't find a thing. Meteor, Buzz coming together in unison, sweeping the site. Nobody irrelevant to outcome. They could
ที่วันได้แน่เลยจบแล้ว
Flourish and make it up to 12 with 5 standing. EDG might have just watched this map
3-0
through their fingertips.
โอ้ยสันลูก
Revealed, and it's a formality, surely.
In back-to-back maps now,
Ui.
T1 have run the gauntlet.
เสียเยอะไปหมดที่วัน
Second half, pushed it to the finish. EDG, they only have one more chance left after this.
ต้องเก็บปืนแล้วเซฟ
Can't believe it. It's a save. It is gonna
ไม่งั้น
be a
ตี
save.
ปืน
It's
เอาไป
the
ให้เพื่อน
smart choice. It's the right choice. But it leaves you with a heavy heart here. EDG tantalizingly close, but the team to make it to 12 is T1 taking the advantage here.
เอาแล้วทีวัน
One round away.
ทีวันบอกจะเข้าชิงไปเจอ G2
EDG may have been the favorites coming into this series today, but in the definitive round we're heading into, it is T1 riding the momentum of this slaughterhouse of around 23. It is T1 stepping in with 3 of the best ults in the game against an EDG with barely anything. They will have to dig deeper than they've ever had to before to steal this round back to push OT, and even then it's not over.
อะไรก็ไม่กินสักอย่างเลยข้าวพ่อ
Before the storm. The moments before the mayhem.
เฮ้ยเทรดเอ้ยสโมกี้บอกขอโอที
Does he get to live? He does. He makes it out of the inferno
ขอโอ
alone.
ทีขอโอที
Outside destroyed, now EDG stepping into main.
เรียบร้อยโอที
Nice try, but they're holding on
เฮ้ย
here. EDG.
วีดีจีโอทีว่ะ
Sylvan left in a 1v3. This man's been good. Probably one of the most intellectual players we have seen. This time, he's up against an EDG who are protecting that spike like it is their most prized possession.
He wasn't even on the starting 5 roster heading into this event. Could he send them to the finals?
โอ้ย
EDG Smoggy.
โอที
So calm under such pressure. 12 apiece. We go OT.
ไม่จบง่าย
Any better. Just when you think EDG are down and beaten, they get right back up. And Smoggy, no less. I mean, you could say anyone else's name on this team to step up in a moment like that. The fact that it's Smoggy trading out his duelist when Kong Kong falls, taking those 3 kills, repositioning, holding firm in the post.
What they needed. It's a lifeline. A 12 apiece. That 14th round now is the goal. It's the aim. We go again.
And now you don't have to worry about those silly ultimates. Just good old honest Valorant. And that's where EDG thrive.
EDG's turn on the attacking side here.
EDG, remember that Buzz was posting up an op on drop a lot.
เฮ้ย
That's so
เมทิโอ
kind of playing that almost off angle, aggressively shouldering in.
They thought they could get a walk in there.
ถ้ากันได้นี่
Buzz.
แย่อยู่นะ เพราะเหมือนจะบุกกันได้ง่าย
We've seen him do this too often, no.
โอ้
Almost right down like a guillotine, but Chichu survives.
อุ้ย
Nobody
โอ้
out
กันไม่ได้แล้วมั้ง
They take towards the B site. Surely a plant on the cards here. I don't think much can deny that. We've got a flank far away.
Yeah, and a trip line. That's going to spot out
ติ๊กและ
Stacks.
ให้ระวัง
EDG won't be fooled in this
โอ้
post.
อย่าบอกนะ EDG ชนะ
The man that you need here. Izu?
ยากไปปะ
No silly ults, you were saying
เหลือ
earlier.
ตัว
Simon's got one for himself. He's got full
จ่าย
utility.
รัวๆเลย
Nobody as well has util to play with. This would need a miracle for Izu.
โอ้บิดของเต็ม
Card is not on his side
ยากไป
anymore.
เพื่อน อันติก็มี
Gee, a necessary break from what was an arduous second half.
ไลท์เวทชั่วโมงไลท์เวท
Pouring back in, game on, and it looks like this round over. Izu sprung in the air. EDG striking first in OT.
EDG ปะเนี่ยไม่ยอมจบ
First time we've seen EDG on a map point all day.
It's crazy. That is crazy.
But it's in these moments when masters are made, when champions are born. EDG have been at the heights before, and now with advantage. Heading into the 26th round, Kong Kong's decided to go for a glass up. Seems like a timeout's going to be
เนี่ย
called
ให้
for
เติมมากิน
T1.
ดี
Find an answer here.
ย้อนบอกขอทำเอามั่ง
This defensive side has been EDG's
จบเพ้อ
weakness. They only
ที่วัน
won
เดี๋ยวพลิก
three rifle rounds, 3 rounds even, after the opening pistol in round 2.
ที่วันน่าอยากจบแล้วกลัวพลิก
I don't think we ever saw the op look out of Kong Kong. That could be a new wrinkle.
Certainly could. And leading this conversation was actually Stax there. A little bit of input from the coaching staff, but Stax the one to kind of have a chat with the boys, it seems like. We're trying to pick them up here, get them locked in, get them focused on trying to either bring this back to a double OT or try and prepare for whatever EDG's got in store with them.
Hey, it makes sense. He's been around from the beginning.
Yeah.
Synonymous with the early days of Valorant,
It's true.
but has never been able to reach that final peak. Ever since Vision Strikers went to the global stage, right? It just wasn't the same story for that team, for Stax, or for Buzz. This is about delivering on that fantasy for so many events.
Spot on. And I am seeing Kong Kong switch off that glass cannon there. The operator gone, switched out for the Vandal.
Oh, Pansy, they are 5 players on the B site right now.
Oh my god. Well, I think we're about to have a 5v5 on
What a
B
combo.
pretty much.
Izu.
Izu.
What's he like?
โอ้จบแล้ว
Ready for? Kong Kong puts him in their grave.
แมป4
It reminds them who he is.
เฮ้ย
Scattering.
โอ้ได้แมป4แล้วล่ะ
Dig in deeper. Kong Kong, he's not letting you escape.
นี่12 14
Still alive.
ไม่จบง่าย
The crowd in here is electric. EDG have entered the building. EDG are here to play.
EG บอกช้าก่อนเพื่อนไม่จบง่ายหรอกไม่จบไม่ยอมจบง่ายๆ EGเล่นเดี๋ยวนี่เพลงมันจัดไม่ได้มีอะไรเลย ถ้า EDG ชนะแบบนี้ก็ reverse sweep แน่นอน คราวนี้พักนานแฮะมาหรือยังEDG 1 Who is win vote in chat อยากให้ T1 ชนะมากกว่าอย่างนั้นก็เล่นอยู่ในลีกแปซิฟิกโอ้ EDG ว่ะโหวตโอ้ใครกรี๊ดเนี่ยโอ้ EDG มาเริ่ม
Wouldn't that just be
ยังไม่เริ่มเองเหรอเพื่อน
On this agent, him and Buzz, the tag team, the
มา
dynamic duo, have been excellent. It'll be the first thing EDG have to break in this attacking half.
EDG? Can they show off their pedigree here? Reverse sweep, the words almost feeling unfair to whisper.
They can win a lot of those scenarios, but
Controlled.
EDG putting a lot of pressure here, even getting tagged on through the smoke. They've decided to leave Kong Kong over into vents. He has the option to maybe even
ทีนี้ถ้าตามก็คือทีวันต้องได้เพราะที่วันเลือกมา
Kevin.
Simon having a little swing up there with Chichu, but no one's really responded. Okay.
3-1 ไปทีวันอย่า 3-2 เลย
Buzz, but that's
เดี๋ยวจะไม่ใช่ตัวเอง
masses of information here. And all in the meantime, they are working towards A.
This is a great round from EDG, baiting this out completely, and Kong Kong is here so quickly.
He's in the right place. Meteor. I don't know if he actually get. Yeah, he just sees him on the swing. Meteor gets
Oh,
away with
T1.
it. Pop flash bye. Nobody good trade. Better positioning from Meteor again. Just catching him off. They're dropping like flies.
Ooh.
T1 stand tall with the first found.
Really seemed like EDG had worked the map nicely, faking that up into B heaven.
Yeah.
But T1 got all the opening fights. Meteor continues to impress. Easy one backside, deals with at least the one before he's knocked down. T1 don't really miss a beat after letting Fracture slip away.
Nice little spark of rebuilding that confidence here for T1 as well. Obviously going to feel a little sour. Which replay we're hearing. Certainly not live into this one though. This round not yet so thrilling. But we are awake. Buzz going to note a lot of presence here, a lot of early intention. Stack's going to commit, should try and support him.
รู้สโมกไว้
This wall they can sort of bunker behind if they can manage to get on site. Could give them some advantages, but I love where Buzz is
เอ้
found.
ย
Overcommitting to the spray.
โอ้ดีอะโอ้ดีไม่ตาย
How is he still standing? And Stacks is saving the day. T1
แต่ด่านนี้ไม่หนันกันอยู่แล้วอะ
holding this down. How is he Hopefully we can fix that up for you guys. Oh, that is awful strike out.
เฮ้ย
He's
โอ้
gonna let it go a bit, but it's easy to close out the round. T1 up to 2.
Coming into this next round, T1. Couple of Guardians, the Bulldog as well.
บล็อกเพื่อนค้าง
Not done yet. But this is a big round, so we'll power through. Bonus here for T1. Decent purchase. And have a look at Izu.
ทำไมจะอยู่ในกระดอบเอะ
With some baiting from Buzz.
Nobody, the one to a little bit of a glance so far. Owlet, not going to explore far enough yet. But I'm still looking at Izu here. As said, a man of many talents, it feels like. Capable in so many ways.
เสียงสะท้อนเฉย
This time, gonna feel threatened here. Cool and composed, and he might catch Kung Kung, and he does wait.
อ้าวไม่เช็คขังค้างพลาด
Looking deadly already.
โดนปะเนี่ย
Holding down the
โอ้โห
door, nobody there. EDG
3-3แล้ว
scoring back in at 3 apiece, but Sylvan's position. Hey, this is the map that he's impressed me the most playing on this Omen.
โอ้ไม่ตาย
Back to business for nobody.
He's just flattened.
Unbelievable.
But this round is awkward now. Meteor's taking the timing to step down into mid. EDG
เมเทโอต้องเร็วกว่านี้ไหม
Sight. Axis Guardian could do so much work.
Is he
มาแล้ว
play in this. I don't.
They think he's
My
Evan.
God, Stacks. A moment
โอ้
to shine. He takes
แปลก
away Simon and buys precious seconds.
อุ้ย
Done and dealt with by
สโมกี้
The Meteor's position could be everything.
Oh.
Nobody knows where Smoggy is. Dodges against the paranoia. The TP. He ain't falling for it. He's checking right. He's looking left. We know Smoggy ain't moved.
เจอวาร์ปไป
Played the risky
กินเยอะเลย
game. He might be rewarded. Meteor
อู้
swings and
เอ๊ะ
misses. Smoggy
ถือว่าตัดเยอะ
under pressure and needed for EDG.
Smoggy was the guy too back on Fracture when T1 were on map and series point.
ได้อะไม่เป็นไรตัดเยอะ
To 3K equalize.
ดูช็อตนี้ขังไม่เช็คเลย
In OT. That round very nearly slipped away from them. He kept his cool. Him and nobody too, snapping around for that shot earlier was simply ridiculous.
But let's kind of put this again in context. That was a bonus, right? Like this is how competitive this is. They are on heaters. We do have Smoggy's ult there. I mean, how many far? Nobody's one away as well. Okay, that could be pretty impactful if they get that early. And Kung Kung is puffing up the chest. He wants to try and show that there is threat towards ramp.
Yeah, EDG really want to push these players away. They want to have a nice little cross setup off of the rope, and Kong Kong's not looking in the right direction.
I thought he had the time
Buzz.
right, but Buzz plays peekaboo, coming in from the vents. Now he repositions EDG, gonna find it hard to pin him down here.
It's a weird one because EDG, the Viper Wall is not really helping them get out into the site or into heaven. They've got to face all these angles.
I thought Chichu found a window of timing, he did, and he got caught by the Prowler, but nobody still succeeds. The A side looking more vulnerable, but they still have a player by screen.
I think they're wanting to go back over into B, right? Thinking about using a stun maybe into vents. T1 have played so many of these maps to quick flood into sight, so maybe EDG
เอา
has
สิน
read
ตอนนี้
the
ใครได้
rotation, but T1 still have two leaning B.
They in a bit of a fake here.
Wait.
Look at the re-explosion from
Oh.
Stacks, the timing. Oh, he can't control it well enough
Dead.
for the second. Good trade for Smoggy. Sylvan.
Sylvan's a
Oh.
rat.
ล้อมหมดเลยเอ้ย
TP on site.
30 seconds left.
Oh
รู้
my god, they have no idea. They're gonna surely come this way. They don't! They turn around, look at the HP on Simon. He's
ถ
got
อย
the spike.
There's only 20
Meteor,
seconds.
ไปบี
he can run. He can stall this out. He's just gotta buy time, find a safe position to play from. They've gotta charge at him.
ตัดได้ครับไม่ได้วางนะ
They can't stop. They can't back away.
โอ้ทันปะเนี่ย
Meteor
โอ้ไม่ได้วางแล้ว
and look at the time. It's too
ไม่ไป
little.
เขาวางแล้ว
Too late. The blood cannot happen. T1 running the clock on him.
EDG just get paralyzed up in heaven. Kong Kong fell down early on into the round. Right, that was so strange. But then after that, they didn't really feel like they knew what they wanted to do. They tried to go for that fake into mid, but then as soon as they lose the player up in heaven, they go back into mid. It's just not going to work out for them.
This big round as well. Look at the effect on the money. It gives so much more momentum to T1, a big spiral potential, right? Keep this clean. Couple more ults come online. Then you get the full hand of ultimates to run with up against a broken purchase here. Hero rifle, however, is with Kung Kung.
แต่อันนี้ก็คิดก็คือทีวันต้องได้
But his mid walks have felt very
ดันกัน
readable. We've already had
ทีวัน
easy
เพื่อน
positioning down there. We've already had a lot of
อุ้ย
players dealing with nothing. How Smoggy
โอ้
finds
เรียบร้อยทีวันต้องได้
just going
โดนเปิดไป2เลย
Oh dear. Meteor was trying to bait for the Yoru on the B side, and he just got picked off. And yet, Izu has stepped into the B main space.
Oh my god.
เรียบร้อยดันออกไป
That's so sick. But I'm going to be honest, T1, what are we up to on these rounds against half buys, against force buys?
โอ้โห
God,
สโมกกี้
Smoggy. That's a stunner. Can't do much about that, but you talk about momentum, you talk about keeping clean. That ain't clean from T1, but god damn, that was good from EDG.
Quite a way to bounce back as well after losing the last round effectively on time.
What a tantalizing prospect this is as well, because it gets them back in the game. It skips the queue for the economy, right? They get to get right back in on a buy. The money's back in a good position. Yeah, the ult round will be coming up pretty soon for T1, but it's not going to be an impossible scenario now.
That's the thing. If EDG can just play these sort of like slow rounds, they can fish out and find some kills. That makes it a lot harder for T1, because T1, right, you've got the Nightfall, you've got the Yoru ult to head into the next round. Very like you come in, play a very weak side of the map, and then a very strong side. Just be perfectly happy going for a retake. I think EDG's mission in this next round is to play a slow round where they can pick off some individual players to limit some of those key abilities.
โดนทิปตี้ไปเลย
Rifle kept. And a 3-2. I do want to see some of these shots back for the Mastercard Thrifty here. Lovely. God. And again, I did feel that maybe Kung Kung's approach towards middle was starting to get a little bit predictable, but what do I know? Oh, that was a round and a half, wasn't it?
Just the snappiest.
Yeah.
ทำเอาเลย
Not liking what they saw there. Very early timeout for this too.
Yeah, maybe just even recentering a bit after this. You're looking at, you know, the last 3 purchased rounds. EDG going up 2-1.
Yeah.
And I feel like EDG, their 2 main looks when they've played this map both today and in the past, it's either sort of slow mid-work or pretty quick ramps dive into freezing the rounds, resetting, looking to maybe even pivot back through mid eventually. I think there's options for T1 to either get creeps into B main like we saw from Izu in the last round,
Sure.
maybe even take more active fights into an A main side. We saw G2 do that a lot versus EDG yesterday and just sort of
เอาหน่อยดิวัน
the rounds where EDG were trying to play A early on.
อย่าส่งเลยอย่าโดน reverse whip
T1 tap into. Don't really have the purchase for it this time, but things they'll be thinking about for sure.
Opportunity now for EDG to build. Nobody's ult is there. 3 away for Simon. Quite a way off of Chi-Chu, but Kung Kung very close by. And hopefully some stability to come along with this, right? To get some financial backing on the money. Build that buffer. You got to depend on. But now, T1, I guess we asked the question, can you do what was just done to you? Right back at him. Early investment.
เมื่ออันติกลางไวเปอร์
Pressure towards B main.
แต่เขามาบีฮะ
In mid as well, so not giving up on this round just yet.
โอ้
Thanks for the smoke.
EDG ไปเนี่ย
Thanks for the orb.
โดนเราโมกอีกแล้ว
Yeah, if EDGs keep managing to find these picks onto B, that's going to be a problem for T1. Especially, it seems like a lot of the setups from T1 are just to have those bait switch-ups on the B site, so can't be getting picked off like that or it falls to pieces.
I didn't even realize they invested the Viper's Pit at the start here. That's quite a bit to put in. Chi-Chu.
วิชวลไหลดึงความสนใจแล้วก็เข้าบี
Does he have a way out of here? I don't think he does right now, so he's a little stuck on this. And now
โอ้
he's
ไม่เห็นอะไรเลย
cleared. EDG just stormed the site, and they're even fancying a bit more towards CT. You can see it on the minimap there, and they're going to
โอ้
control it.
EDG มาแล้ว
into this round. Meteor,
EDG มาแล้ว
to achieve here.
EDG are on the hunt. I mean, look at them. They're not slowing down. Take another, why don't you?
Nice.
And that's solid macro from EDG as well, right? Because even after they have the numbers advantage, Chi-Chu goes for this lurk into A, and as soon as he sees the raise, he realizes if there's a stack, it's got to be over to the A site. It's time to accelerate into B. EDG sees that opportunity immediately, and there's only the one guy here, and that's not going to slow him down at all.
Okay. Operator coming into play, seeing that in
แฟน EDG ยังเยอะอะเสียงเชียร์ดังมาก
has ult as well. Still has stacks with his. Couple coming through here now.
It's hard to come into map 4 as well and be tasked to opt for the first time all series, right? Be a little cold on that gun. But Izu has been so effective on the Yoru this year, this tourney. He's really had some breakout performances on this age and this map in particular.
I mean, the guy has done so much to switch his mentality. The amount of agents he's been playing.
Fourth unique.
Yeah, let alone the operator to boot. But
A little off angle.
nobody might have heard the crowd get a little excited by that. I'm wondering. Don't matter. Izu got curious himself.
Yeah, Izu's not cold with the op.
No, he looks.
First op kill for the series, no problem.
Yeah, he looks good with this. Ooh, Kung Kung saw a picks.
เฮ้ยติด
Got caught on that. Lucky boys, does that catch 1 or 2? I got both of them there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it did. So now they know Buzz is up here, however. He's ready to meet this. I think Chi-Chu's seen him.
อุ้ยเทรดโอ้เข้ากันเฉย
Trade in well here to keep this at a 3v3.
Oh, and now with the dimensional drift coming in as well, T1 might be able to spot out all 3 players. They've snuck 2 players into backside as well. With only 30 seconds left, EDG are just losing on time.
Not again, right? We've had a couple rounds like this where they've really slowed down, where they've been held.
โอ้จังหวะพอดีเลย
Lands another. You're not
สั
getting
บปืนเป็นลูกอะ
Find somewhere else to go. You're not coming through elsewhere. He's
เฮ้ยเพื่อน
unsure, though, a
เล่นเยอะไป
little
ปะ
fidgety with this operator, but he's in the right place again. 10 seconds. Where else are you gonna go? Where are you going?
โอ้สะบัดหัวเลย
Sending him down to hell. The second they step towards heaven is 2 more seconds.
โอ้
Stunning from Izu.
It's untouchable. The first op round all day.
ยิงจัดเลย
And he just takes them down one by one by one. First with a little op angle, leaking into mid. And then the double flickies. Ooh!
Pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Yeah, you know it's good when even the crowd's just like, what the hell?
Big round coming up here. Ultimates on both sides. EDG have 5 players ready to attack into A.
Going all in on this. Oh yeah, they are. There's nowhere to hide. Back towards Pillar, I guess. So fight forward. Fight for your life. Buzz takes Kang Kang out of the sky. T1 hold. Silver there. Buzz again.
เฮ้ย
T1.
ซีอันบอกขอจบเถอะ โอ้คีนฟอเรส
Around from Buzz, snapping around with the showstopper to take Kong Kong out of the sky and then getting right up on top of the smoke.
Look at the ults they've invested. EDG. Yeah, they can buy, but they don't have what they want. This was an all-in
ยิง
round.
ตาม
Look at that. Oh, I just love the way T1 are playing right now.
Oh, Kung Kung on the op as well. But a quiet performance here from him. Singing his praises before, right? Starting to warm up a bit in the previous map. Here, a little more quiet.
This map looking like Smoggy and friends right now. But Kong Kong, so often when you'll see a defender pick up the operator, he'll ask to be tasked with that 1 versus 1. Put one in his own hands.
And what a different look already, right? Absent in middle. Leaving EDG to go for these wonders, go for these walls.
สไนบุกเลย
Hold
คัง
the
คังสไต
extremity.
ล์
It's really passive offline from Izu over towards B, all the way in backside. Teleport ready for a quicker rotate into A. This is what I'm talking about. EDG love these slow rounds. They're posting up Kong Kong for the smoke to fall.
This off angle. Surely they clear it, right? Meteor tucked in this deep corner.
The Omen ult saw nothing in A main. Meteor has to be ready for it.
Oh,
โอ้จังหวะกระโดดพอดี
one great trade out from Kung Kung, very quick. But now do they expect Izu? As said, a very deep line here. He's going to be forced into a very unfavorable position, trying to find the timing.
ไม่โดนเลยว่ะ
Corner and he does. Evades everything. Oh, they almost
เสียบไปหนึ่ง
won for him.
They did!
Yes,
Smoggy's down to
Smoggy!
4!
That's nothing to play with. And now he's getting surrounded, though. He still wants to fight this out. Tucked in the corner. What do you
เอ้า
want to do, Kung Kong? What's the plan?
ทำไมคังเดินงั้นน่ะ
Chichu, maybe, but now a 1v2. How is
Ow.
this working out?
10 seconds!
10 seconds and stacks. He's playing it so.
โอ้ชิวบ้าน
In every single critical moment, that is where T1 are showing up.
เนี่ย
Come on!
แต่อีกคนไม่ตาย
Izu
แต่เนี่ย
has been
ทำไมคังเดินงั้นวะ
no idea what's happening in Kong Kong's mind there. And yet it's T1 to pull through in those clutch moments. EDG are going to have to call a timeout.
And it looked good at the beginning, right? A lovely trade in for Kung Kung there, kind of rolling out the red carpet. I felt they had a really good crunch in towards
เฮ้ย
Izu, but
ทำเอาเยอะเหรอ
slippery from him.
ใคร
But
อะ
also, where was the spacing? Where was the trading? Where was the timing to really capitalize on that?
EDG have had a consistent problem in every map of split they've played. It's because they're running the jet. They've never been able to clear backside B behind sign. We saw yesterday against G2.
Yeah.
They were abusing those angles. And here again, Izu puts himself in exactly the right position with the operator, right? You don't have the double satchel to go flying on in. Yeah, they tried to use the Teo nades to push him out, but he just walked on past those, still swung and was able to take his shot. You have to be way more precise with your moments, with your scaling, with your spacing when you move forward. Running a comp like this onto the BXX, or Izu's just going to keep running rounds like that against you.
Yeah, it only compounds the problems, right? We're now seeing 3 consecutive for T1. 7, 8, 9 looking real pretty for them. EDG, off the back of a timeout now, going to try and facilitate a buy, muster something together. We've seen them with some heavy hitting, half purchased, you know, messy buys.
อ้าวเจอเฉย
They do it again.
Right, so that Prowler will confirm a real teleport from Smoggy. Not going to be any fake embeds. But Izu is once again in the weird angle in mid.
And I like the versatility we're seeing from Izu already. I've been posted on towards that B side before. Certainly going to add to the paranoia there, but they're going for a contact play, which is quite bold.
โอ้เจอเยอะมั้ยน่ะ
Get good info on this. That's at minimum 1, maybe 2. Not sure what he's seen yet.
เฮ้ยโอ้จ่ายสกิลเยอะ
Yeah, he's the one who stepped up so far. He's going to have to keep climbing at this.
ก็ยังชมนอบอดี้ปะ
Another Izu closing in. There's 2 on this side.
โอ้เฮ้ยโอ้เทรดกันยับเลย2-3
The site not quite secure. Spike back in hand.
เห็นหนึ่ง
Wants to cook here. Gets himself a
เห็น
different
หนึ่ง
weapon.
เห็นสอง
Wants out the site. What's the plan? Izu wait on the paranoia and take the site back. Take the fight back to them.
โอ้
Adjust his eyesight. Checks towards CT. Finds Sylvan.
โอ้
And yeah, he's getting slippery with it too. Izu good.
ยากไปว่ะเพื่อน
EDG. Give him a half buy. Put him under pressure. And apparently they get you around.
The quick pace into the B site there. EDG. I mean, it's a great combo to backside. Look at that paranoia. You've got the nades. The breach blast pushing players back into Smoggy's crosshair. And they were execing sort of before Kong Kong even got there because he opened the round over on the A side of the map.
Yeah.
Smoggy said, give it to me. No problem. 14 kills for the Omen. Smoggy stepped up in a big way here in crunch time.
Spot on. Now, money for T1 also on the line here. Back and forth we go. Fragile for either side. Izu once again dedicating himself, at least early on, towards the B side in a little bit more of an aggressive angle.
T1 also playing doubled up in mid here. Meteor in the slanted vent and Kong Kong trying to work that pixel angle off the smoke.
Portal closed. Cutting through.
Zoo.
Oh no.
Timing on this one. He does have an escape plan.
ต้องได้นะ
Doesn't want to escape.
ไอ้สู้
Seen enough.
เออ ตัวโผล่ก่อน
Out of there. Paranoia goes in. Sylvan now fancies his go at it. Would they predict him to be here? They're doing the due diligence, but still, this is tricky. This is tough. That's great
Aye.
from Sylvan, and now slippery from Izu. They don't know where he's gone to. They're getting choked out in B main.
EDG are moving back into their Viper. Chichu has lurked into A heaven,
Massive.
and yet Meteor is in mid.
Oh
Not
my.
again!
ไม่เช็คอะ
And the patience pays Meteor with
ไม่เช็คเลยอะ
2. EDG walking to their death.
30 seconds left.
All right,
ภาพเดิมเลยเมื่อกี้
you gotta be the hero of the, I'd say round, but maybe even the hour at this point.
Lost.
Spike's gone, he knows it, 20 seconds. I mean, you could try and do damage, sure, but this feels futile. 10 seconds, and T1 will be grinning with this.
10
That's gonna be
seconds
7 for them. And what a lovely reposition from Meteor there, and Stacks. He just fancies a go, and that's why 7 rounds now for T1.
That's the second time EDG haven't cleared that exact same spot this half. And they're forced back into it because of the beautiful hold, right? T1 utilizing their
เนี่ยไม่เช็คเลยทางคัง
the kills, calling in Sylvan to go into that exact same
แล้ว
position.
ภาพเดิม
Backside that EDG
รอบแรกไม่เช็ครอบสองมันต้องเช็คแล้ว
The atmosphere is shifting in here, though, isn't it?
like
T1.
EDG
Yeah.
forcing Guardians every round.
And EDG looked like I've never seen them really look this lost for overall answers. Izu again, this versatility, showing variety in approach. We've seen him in various looks towards that B site. We have seen him in middle, but not this committed.
EDG have been scared away from mid. They're just trying to run execs out of the playbook now. And A will be the look. But Stacks, I think, is just going to catch the timing. Prowler, only guaranteed to see one, and Chichu's been playing there consistently.
TP did just cycle off of
8-4 ไปที่วัน
did have it back towards CT on A. See maybe that consideration of rotation coming in, but he's still posted towards middle. the rest of EDG patient. They're waiting on this.
Yeah, nobody's going to go mid and then drone this out. That'll see the off teleport away. It's time for EDG to speed up into A.
You gotta face the music, take the fight. We've been worried on some of the timings here, but they still got plenty. 45 seconds, and they creep closer, but this is all seen. It feels really hurt here.
I'm getting nervous.
Buzz holding down towards heaven. Kung gonna take the first steps, put his life on the line for it, and takes the space. Spots out. How did Stacks get that? I do not know.
จริงเหรอวะ
Buzz is in danger. EDG breaking down the door, barreling in. Simon and nobody in unison, doing what is needed here.
Paranoia for T1 to work with. Izu now blocked off the angle.
ตายด้วย
He switches over into the rifle. Here it comes.
Oh my god!
โอ้
Blind, but it doesn't
ยิงไงวะน่าโดนแฟด
matter. T1 and EDG close enough here. This is going to be a belting second half. I can't tell you which way it goes, but we might be going the distance, or maybe we could have a new grand finalist.
ยิงได้ไงวะอ๋อเห็นตัวหนึ่งอะแต่อีกตัวไม่ยินเสียงอะไรเลยตัดเสียงออกหมดเลย
This game and getting to the finals.
Yeah, almost uncharted territory.
มาดูที่ปืนพก
Come back in the second half.
ที่ EDG ได้ก็ตึงแล้ว
Last couple of games, now that challenge rests on EDG's shoulders. And I can't help but be impressed and blown away with that first half out of Smoggy for EDG.
Yes.
This guy does not want to lose.
Without Smoggy, I don't think they'd be anywhere near close to 5 rounds.
No one on EDG is positive except for Smoggy. He's 16-8 right now. Having a phenomenal performance, almost willing EDG to advance. But this is where T1 challenge you more than ever, right? Rocking the double duelist.
Yeah.
Their unique style finally on form in this series. We finally have a map where they're going to be rocking it.
For EDG, time to lock in, boys. There's only so many ways you can put it, right? Trailing in this, quiet performers. EDG, you are considered the reigning champions, and right now you're trailing, not just in maps, but in rounds, and Buzz off to a beginning. Takes straight up towards heaven, and look at B. There's only one player here. There's no one to defend this. The gates are open, but mid is a battlefield.
แต่วางได้
Right now, Buzz staying into hell. They've left Izu up on Raptor. This is a great position for T1 to hold B Heaven.
This is crucial for EDG though, right? This is the one, the gap closes that scoreline that gets them back in this game, at least maybe with a chance here, but T1 waiting, Buzz waiting, and he does get contact swing now in, it's Izu Stacks, back to back, leaving Chief
เหลือหนึ่งแล้ว
barely breathing, and Simon in a 1v3, left,
เรียบร้อยได้ปืนพก
get the pistol in the second half.
T1's pistols have been clean, and their post plants have been excellent consistently throughout today. The spots they find themselves in when they're under really no resistance on the site, right? Simon's trying to run on out of there. They know exactly how to navigate that. Even there, Izu swinging off this Hell player's contact. The two duelists for T1. working in tandem nicely.
Yeah, confidence for Izu here as well. Got to say it throughout this. Him coming out and having a good performance in his duelist role, really nice for him, right? That can only bode well going forward. He's one of the players to opt obviously for the Bulldog here. And Kung Kung being challenged away from this early angle.
He's not going to back down.
Nice Kung Kung. It takes everyone's kit of utility basically to humble him off the corner. He still fancies
โอ้ไหลไปไกลนู่นแล้วไวเปอร์ไวเปอร์อะไรอยู่นู่นน่ะนะเมเทโอไปไกลมากเลย
Oh, the timing is just divine.
How is he between them all?
But there's 3-4 players here. This may be a read, but it might be a misread. And the crowd might give away the game, but for now, he's poised, he's patient, and he strikes.
โอ้ยเรียบร้อย
But Chichu's here. Do they know about Chichu? They now do. Good trades, good positioning. Kung Kung trying to get over here in time.
อัดตัวเลย
Nobody fighting for his life as best he can. But still, Kung Kung, there's a time. He could do one of these.
ปล่อยเมเทโอเดินมาขนาดนั้นได้ไงวะน่ะ
He's in the door. T1 deal with him easily. I mean, Meteor just found the perfect position to play from.
That was so nice. And the trigger discipline as well. The fact that he snuck through and then the first rotate came over into A Heaven, there's no world in which EDG are going to be turning around. And that is a pressure point that Meteor is going to consistently be seeking. Right? Very limited information with this EDG comp. It's just the Teja drone. So as soon as that is down, the lurks are free game.
ได้นะ EDG ตอนเนี้ยแต่ทีวันก็เหมือน
Still trying to
ก็ซื้อ
towards B main here.
ถึงจะไม่เต็มก็
From Heaven from Smoggy as well. Oh my god, there is a brawl towards 8. No more of that lurk in business. None of that, thank you. Kung Kung, you
แล้ว
getting a little dicey here, but he's just
โดนยัดเลย
to play from. But they are hunting him down actively. Support coming in from Heaven. It's getting
โอ้ย
scrappy.
เทกันไป
Good trades here. Smoggy gonna keep it on them.
อุ้ยเรียบร้อย
They win out on the site.
แย่นะโดนปูบายเนี่ย
This could be the round that propels T1
มัน2-4เลือดบีท
A 2v4 the EDG are going to be facing
15ตาต่อไปถ้าไม่พลาดก็11เพราะจน
They're calling it. I think they're calling it.
Wow.
I mean, Simon's on 7 HP. I can't believe it. This is the gateway round, right? This gets T1 up to 10. This is a technical bonus converted, so money's good. Walking away with a couple upgrades, probably. Looking at Buzz here. Does he get one? Yeah, he does. Okay, Vandal, yeah, look at him.
They are set for a good long while now.
My god, EDG, they're on the ropes here.
We'll see what they can piece together. EDG just needed any one of these first fights to go their way, but Smoggy was the only one that could get his.
Nice.
But that feels like the story of this map as well. Smoggy 17-11, putting up numbers. Where's everyone else? We've been singing the praises of Chichu, Kung Kung. Everyone on this roster has had their time in the sun. But it's going dark at the worst time possible for them. 10-5.
จบปะเนี่ย
Make it count. Dig deep.
Two members of EDG forced down to nothing. Kong Kong has the Vandal in hand, and they've left him up on his own. He has to show up.
Show up or show out.
Boom.
He's got to back away. Again, forced off the angle, put in a box, put in his cage, put back to bed.
โอ้โหเข้าถึงไวมาก เรียบร้อย 11-5
Confidence sky high now.
T1 are just unrelenting, hunting them down. EDG keep asking someone else to come to the fore. But now Meteor up in heaven. It's Smoggy every time, Pansy.
Someone help him. Sylvan instantly
11-5 แล้ว
doesn't let him build into the round. Simon, nobody. It does feel like there's
โอ้
not much building here, Sylvan.
เรียกว่าล็อกแล้ว
And it's down to 1.
ปั๊ม
They want it done. 11 now for T1.
EDG just getting scattered in these rounds. And you look at it, it is hard to be the reigning champions returning to another global event. No one in Valorant really has succeeded bar Fnatic the once.
Yeah.
And especially coming through a turbulent offseason, some of the biggest patch changes we have seen in Valorant. EDG have still been at the top of their game, but today it has not been the case. It is do or die now for the reigning champs.
It looks similar. It looks like a rinse and repeat. Kung, he wants it again. He's on 7-13. T1 have had his number. He's still sticking around.
Simon's here now.
Simon by his side.
เรานี้ถ้าแพ้นี่จนจบเลยมั้งเนี่ย โอ้โหโดนอีกแล้วโอ้โดน
Repeat and succeed. The sight is theirs again. Chichu, nobody, Smoggy. They're a mile away. And 12 rounds is calling.
T1 smell blood in the water. Izu still holding
โอ้
the
ยิง
line. And they are
เป้าไม่จับมาแล้ว
Oh, unrelenting Smoggy. Try as you might, Smoggy. No one can say you haven't put in numbers, put in work. But this isn't a one-man show anymore. It's a team game. And T1 has 5 here. Looking on the money. Smoggy has to bow out of the round. The rifle, the best thing he can walk away with.
T1 are just the masters of their own style. The only team consistently playing the double duelist. We haven't seen a team as committed to this since the likes of Paper X. T1 took down Paper X to get here. They finally ran through DRX to take down the #1 seed of Pacific. They lost to EDG earlier in this tournament, but every single series it's been a revenge match, and every single series they've come out better.
EDG in the final hour, the final moment potentially. Call the timeout. I can see it. Maybe the players have caught a glimpse, but even the fans now rallying behind the teams. They can feel how close this is here to something of a surprise. EDG, as said, reigning champs.
จบไปเลยเพราะมันจนนี่
Fantastic team, but not in form today. And T1
จนน่ะ
underestimated, absolutely. They've proven us wrong, round by round, game by game. And now they stand on the verge of the absolutely unthinkable, locking in a grand final.
For Stacks and Buzz to go 10 global events without being on the stage on the last day of the event. Now just barely off. For a kid like Izu coming into this team and just shocking everyone through the duration of this event.
What a star performance.
T1
โอ้ซื้อมาเลยต้องซื้อแล้วแหละเขา12แล้ว
building and building.
Look at what we're seeing on the mini-map. At a glance.
Is this the way we go out?
Is this how it ends? We face the music. We go down together. T1 rallying themselves here. And EDG
ดันเลยดันสู้
trying to show that
อุ้ย
fire,
ไม่ตาย
show that determination, and they're up for it.
ได้ละดันสู้ โอ้อันติสวนเทรด
You want a brawl? We'll give you a brawl.
โอ้
Having his moment. His
ได้
time
ละ
in the sun. And the one remaining factor. Chichu.
The MVP of the event thus far, going on a long walk through T1 territory.
ต้องรู้ว่าจะรู้ไหมว่าหลัง
There's two of the best he's got to take down to keep his team in it.
GG ป่ะเนี่ย
As the spike ticks
มันจะรู้ว่าดันไปขนาดนั้นไม่เจอใครเลย
to the site. T1 will feel it in their bones. Positioned
ไวเปอร์
perfectly.
ยังมีพิษอยู่
Not on them this time. Second by second, closing in.
นานไปปะ
The thing that they've dreamed of since the very start.
เจอแล้วด้วย
Something of their
เรียบร้อยทีวัน
coming
เข้าชิง
T1 are going to the finals.
ทีวันไปเจอกับ G2 G1 ครับผม เรียบร้อยไปดีกว่าทีวันทีวันต้องแชมป์แล้วเราเชียร์แปซิฟิกพรุ่งนี้
Absolutely no one thought this team could do it, let alone even be here today. Pacific's number 2 seed coming into the event with a different 5 roster.
ไปดีกว่าสวัสดีครับ